The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers Podcast, show number 296. We record on February the 22nd, 2020. I am one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, known as Jesus Walks Out. Today I'm joined by my friend from the West Coast, the best coast, Gunny Chief. Welcome back, Gunny. Welcome.
Hey, good evening. Good afternoon. How the heck are you, buddy?
Doing mighty fine there, partner. How you doing?
Doing good, man. It was nice to have last week off and go skiing and sledding and
was it?
snowboarding and everything else in between.
Oh, must
be
nice.
Gambling.
Only motherfucker. You know, I give everybody time off here, and I'm the only one. Shows up every week, Gunny. What the fuck?
Take off next week. Go to Hell's Kitchen.
You went to Hell's Kitchen, didn't you? You did, you son of a bitch. You went to Hell's Kitchen.
It was in Lake Tahoe. They have a new location.
I want to go to Hell's Kitchen.
It was pretty awesome. We saw one of the head chefs there that were, I think my son said was from
the TV
10.
show? What? No.
Yeah.
What?
I was like, I recognize this guy.
The guy who won the whole show?
No, I think he was. So he was like one of the
runner-up. The guys that that run the kitchen.
Yeah, that actually runs the kitchen.
Okay.
Like he brings them onto the show because apparently he has all these restaurants around the world and. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That's pretty dope. People
were going up taking pictures with him and stuff. Good food.
All right, Gunny. All right, settle down now, Gunny. Damn it.
That's right. I want to be famous.
And from somewhere next to Little Ohio, but maybe not, because I don't know my geography. Somewhere from Minnesota, Yoda the Third, Josh Erisman is here. Welcome, Josh. Woo!
Thanks for having me, guys.
Did I get this place right? Somewhere over there?
Yeah, Minnesota's near Lake Superior, the giant, big-ass lake in the middle of the United States.
Okay, I think I know where that's at.
Michigan?
Yeah, it's near there. Gunny's a lot closer than you.
Up there somewhere, by the water.
Up there somewhere.
By the water.
Lot of snow.
Welcome to the podcast. Thank you for being a guest today.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mayo could not make it today. He is off doing Little Ohio things, probably riding a horse around town, doing the annual horse riding through town tradition.
Oh, that's right. He sent us the link. Yes.
Remember, he said that it's like an annual thing. They have to do it. They have to get on horses and ride through town. It's just the thing they do. I don't know.
What the city requirement is what it is.
It's an ordinance.
They get a tax.
Anyways, you can follow us on Twitter _Horrible Gamers. Leave us a review on iTunes, all that good stuff. Horrible Gamers Podcast Community is our Facebook group. Join on Facebook. You can find the page Horrible Gamers Podcast. Like the page, leave a review on the page, and then join the group from the page. It is a closed group, so anything you post in the group is not be able to be seen by people that are not part of the group. Also, you can support the show by heading on over to patreon.com/Horrible Gamers. Like our friend Adam Sunday did. Alan Maybe H. Thank you, Alan. Bill Gardner II. Thank you, Bill. Brandon Willier, Brian Capessa, Chad, Commandalorian, David Snyder, Evan Tanaka, Henley M. Jesse Kraft, John Jerome, Jonathan D. Hall. D. Hall. That's a big D right there in the middle. You see that? Jonathan Big D Hall.
That's a giant D he's got.
And Polo, Mechmod, Nipron, Pork Chop Poo, Robbie Wheat, The Mayo, Subbaiter, and Vader Holic. Thank you guys for being Patreons. I love all of you more than I love A1 sauce on steak.
Ew.
Yeah.
Why would you degrade a steak with that?
A1 sauce is pretty bomb. But you can listen, all right? A1 sauce is good. It's good.
I grew up on that.
But I like it. I like it on my steak when my steak is not cooked right. You know what I mean? It makes it it hides the shitty flavor of an overcooked steak or something. Like I hate when steaks are too well done. I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah, it's got to be at least
no.
medium well.
I'm a rare, Gunny. As fuck.
Well,
all that shit to be
thing.
flopping around, bloody. fucking mooing at me while I eat it.
It's a bloody cow. It's mooing. You donkey.
Anyways, people, you can also support that show by heading on over to Stitcher. At Stitcher, you can go to stitcher.com/premium. You can get access to premium shows and ad-free listening. Gunny, ad-free listening. Do you fucking hate ads? I hate ads.
I don't care for them.
Stitcher can give you an ad-free listening experience. By heading on over to stitcher.com/premium, you sign up for a yearly or a monthly subscription. You get access to all your premium content of catalog or whatever. So a lot of the shit from like the Wondering Network and other networks, and as well as exclusive shows like the WTF with Mark Maron. Know that shit. Go listen to that over at stitcher.com/premium. Listen to us there as well. And use promo code Horrible Gamers while signing up. And you get a free month. Free month. Go right now, Gunny. Go sign up. Get yourself a free month. I know I tell you this every week, so you wouldn't be able to do it every week.
I already got it. I want everybody to go get that. You get the Marvel Wolverine, the Lone Knight.
Oh, that's a good podcast. That's a great podcast. Because it's like, you would think you know what it's about, but when you start listening to it, it's like almost like one of those like true crime podcasts. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's almost like one of those.
It's done a different way as well. I like it.
It's done real well. It's like a story being told, like a movie. It's fucking cool as shit. The whole season is up, available for you to just binge it if you want to at work. Go listen to it, stitcher.com/premium, promo code Horrible Gamers. You get on over to Redbubble and get yourself some HGP gear, Gunny. Some gear, like a t-shirt, a block, a sock, or a clock.
No rocks.
TikTok. What's up now? That's right. Head on over to Redbubble, search for Horrible Gamers in the search bar. Click on the guy wearing our shirt, like Gunny is right now. Like that guy.
But my shirt it's ripped. Jesus, look! I need a new shirt from there.
What the fuck did you do? What the hell is that, Gunny?
The seam came out, but it wasn't from. It wasn't from.
What the fuck did you do?
I don't. I think I blamed on the wife. I think whatever she did when she washed my shirt.
She probably ripped it on purpose. Was all mad that you did like a 6-hour podcast one day, and she was pissed off at you.
Yeah,
she was like, "Fuck this fucking podcast! I'm gonna rip his shirt up." And she ripped your shirt up out of spite.
What is she telling me? I'll sew it back on. I'm like, I'm going to Redbubble.com.
You tell her Redbubble.com, and you tell her you're gonna search for Horrible Gamers and buy 2 T-shirts now. 2, woman.
His and hers.
You can buy her a shirt too, Gunny, and your kid. You can buy her and your kid a shirt. Everyone gets a shirt.
I'm gonna make him wear that to school.
You do it. Make him wear it to school. Dude, I don't want to wear your podcast shirt to school. You wear that shit to school, son. Do it. Anyways, redbubble.com/horrible. No, well, you search for Horrible Gamers, and then you find the store. Over 70 items for sale on there. Lots of cool stuff. Want to give a quick shout out to Fowler and Twistix for their intro song to the show, Breakout, and the outro song done by Broke for Free. It is called Night Owl. Thank you guys for letting us use your music on the podcast. And this week, ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually be featuring a special track from our friend MechMod. We got permission from him to use some of his music on the show.
Nice.
And he sent me some links and some tracks over. You know, I got it, Gunny. I got legal rights to use his music.
Awesome.
Whoa. He fucked up. I own him now.
Thanks.
MechMod.
You can get work stuff on here.
We love you, MechMod. We'll get your fucking music on here. Anyways, let's talk about video games, guys. How about that, huh? Josh is like, God damn, this guy's took forever. Don't worry, we're here to talk about video games, Josh. We're here talking about video games.
Are we here to talk about video games or gaming stuff? What are we going to start with?
Oh, well, we'll start off with our guest. How about that, Gunny? How about that?
Hey, that'll work. Let's do that.
Guest, Josh, Yoda the Third.
Yes.
That's a pretty cool gamer tag, Yoda the Third. Yoda the Third. It's like what Baby
Where did that
Yoda.
game tag come from?
It's like what Baby Yoda would be named that. He'd be named Yoda the Third.
I don't know. I've had Yoda third for quite a long time. There's original Yoda, 900 years old. Perfect. Yoda the second seemed like a really shitty name, so I went with third. All great things come in 3, so...
That's true.
That's true. God damn. Fucking genius. This is like something Steve Jobs would have thought of. fucking genius.
You're brilliant.
Talk to us about what you've been playing, or talk to us about you. Tell us about you, Josh.
Me, I'm extremely tall. I'm 7 feet tall. Next to both of you midgets, so...
Wow. I feel
saw
offended.
That video, like you put that up there on purpose.
I know, he's over here swinging his big dick around like, hey, motherfucker, look at me. I'm a tall...
Like lifting these weights, they were like 800 pounds. I was like, Jesus, Andre the Giant.
I got size 17 feet, bitches. What's up?
I got 18s.
Oh, wow. See?
Wow. Man.
They're just gigantic.
He has to get like custom made fucking clothes and shit to wear because nowhere
I just get 2 shoes, cut them in half, and duct tape them together usually.
Oh shit! What kind of car do you even drive? Probably has to drive a convertible because you can't sit in a normal car.
Maybe a bus.
I drive a Hyundai Sonata.
Wow.
I actually, when I got it, I took the bolts out of the seat and put it farther back so my front seat and my back seat touch each other.
Wow! Oh fucking shit!
Yeah, I thought you were going to say I took the front seat completely out and just sit in the back.
If it's a smaller car, I can do that. Like Geo Metros and stuff, I can sit in the back seat, no problem, and reach a pedals just fine.
What? That's fucking crazy, dude. Holy shit! You're fucking big.
Yeah.
So why are you so tall?
Lots of Miracle Grow.
Okay. Did you like grow up next to like some kind of chemical plants as a child?
No.
Is this some kind of like nuclear radiation waste that you came in contact with or something as a kid?
No, that'd be nice. Hopefully that would come with power. So.
Oh, shit. Well, badass. We're glad to have you on, Yoda. Your wife is part of the Facebook group as well, right?
Yep.
Awesome. I see her posting there quite often. You guys are awesome people, part of the community. So I guess I want to start off. It's something that I haven't asked our guests quite often, Gunny, but we probably should start asking him. How long have you been listening to HGP and stuff?
I was just thinking the same thing.
I've been listening to you guys for a few years, I believe. Ryan, I know when I started, Gunny wasn't on it. So, Gunny was on there every now and then, but I can't remember how long.
That must have been like before the reboot.
Yeah, I think it was before the reboot. So.
Yeah. Man, such a long
listen
time.
on off. You guys are in my top 10 list of podcasts. So.
Ooh, look at that, Gunny. Top 10. Top 10. Woo.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
Should be in the top 3.
He's like,
number 1.
You guys are not that good. You're lucky you're top 10. We're like barely number 10, Gunny. Like, calm down, dude.
I think you guys are like right around the number 6 area. When I want to hear Jesus ramble about something, I usually turn it on.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
He was rambling about RGB the other time, and it was...
There's going to be a lot of that tonight.
Oh, yeah. Lots of that tonight, guys. So it's kind of a hint of what I got coming for you. But, Josh, so tell us, what do you game on? What is your preferred gaming platform? What have you been playing lately? Let's talk about video games.
Yeah, I game primarily on PC. I do game on Xbox as well. I have my Switch, which I haven't really touched in a few months.
Ooh.
I've been playing Escape from Tarkov lately, so getting my ass owned in raids.
So, wow, it's like are you one of these hardcore Tarkovians?
No, because I probably only have like a handful of matches, like maybe 10 or 12 matches.
Okay,
So
I have like 3. So you have like 5 times as many as me. Oh man, I need to get in there and like I need to, because the thing is I need to find a squad, right? I need to find a squad.
Yeah.
To play with.
Yeah, running with other people has definitely made a big difference, because when I run by myself, I die within a matter of minutes.
Yeah, because you have like nobody watching your back and somebody can sneak up on you. When you have like a squad, when you have a squad with you, like you can have people watching corners, watching your 6, watching if people are sneaking up behind you or something. You usually catch people, trying to sneak up behind you or whatever, like the scavs trying to sneak up around.
It's also nice when you have friends that also are like fully kitted out. So like they have great rifles, and I'm walking around with a piece of shit pistol.
And they can like carry your ass,
Yep, they can carry my ass through it.
I see that on streams where, okay, come on in, and streamers on Twitch or Mixer, and they'll come on in. I've got half your stuff, so just bring half, and I have the other half for you.
They're like, here's $500,000 worth of gear, basically.
Yeah.
So Tarkov, I mean, what has got you about this game that got you hooked?
I don't know. It's just really enjoyable. It's really stressful playing it, but it's really enjoy like the looter shooter aspect, and it's in its early aspects. So
I need to get back into it now. Like, I feel like this is a good time to get back into it.
There's a wipe coming in March too, so.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't really care about the gear that I get. What I care about is like the practice, of
learning the maps.
That's what I want to do is learn the maps. I need to get in there and like. I think I've played like 2 or 3 matches in that in the mall. I think it's called the mall, right?
Interchange.
Interchange, yeah, the big mall. And all 3 times that I've played those matches, I've spawned in at the same entrance. So like I know that entrance area kind of well. This is where that grocery store is, the big green store.
Yep.
Like I spawned in there 3 times now, but every time I get into that green store, I've always had an engagement, and either I've killed the first group of people, but the second group of people heard us shooting in there, and they sneak up behind us while we're looting the other team, and boom, boom, just kill us right away. So, like, I need to get, like, a squad and, like, just kind of run with them. Like, don't even, like, loot much. Just kind of run through the map and start memorizing the maps, you know what I mean? Because, Gunny, these maps, you don't get, like, a mini-map. Like, you have to legit...
You don't get a compass. You don't know which way you're going.
Yeah, you have to legitimately, like, memorize the map.
Luckily, they do have a compass watch coming in the game soon, so that'll at least help you so you can actually look at a map and tell where you're at a lot easier.
It only costs $300, guys. Only $300.
Yeah, that'll be the microtransaction for sure.
Yeah.
Luckily, you definitely can't buy your way anything in that game. Even if you have the $120 edition, I mean, you get a bigger pack and you get a little bit more loot in the beginning, but you can lose all that pretty quick.
Yeah.
Definitely not a pay-to-win game or a way to, like, forcefully win.
It's not like Star Citizen where you can buy, like, a big old spaceship and then be the badass motherfucker, you know?
Yeah.
Because Star Citizen, it starts everybody off equally, but then, like, if I wanted to, I could spend $500 and buy, like, the biggest and baddest fucking Star Destroyer in the galaxy, and then no one can fuck with me, you know?
Exactly.
This is different.
The one thing for me to even purchase that game is I'd probably wait for launch because I'm not a hardcore gamer. And
wait, what? As soon as what? What are you doing in this podcast?
No, I'm saying that I'm not this experienced shooter.
Not a hardcore gamer.
I like the looter shooter aspect of it. I just wanted to have like solos and squads, right? So I'd probably
it is solos. You go in by yourself.
Well, I know, but but then you run across squads. That's what once it comes out of that early access, and it's a full thing.
You can just be Shroud and go into a match, and you don't even need a fucking squad.
I know. I've watched some of those YouTube videos,
But that
cheater.
Fucker, that's all he does is play that shit, though.
Well, yeah, I mean, he gets to play it all day, so I would sure hope he's really good. Yeah. But I mean, he's really good aim to begin with, so that helps.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just joking. I'm not saying he is.
I always watch him when he does those crazy ass ones where like he has to go find some fucking key or something, and then he goes in there and he just fucks everybody up. He'll like run into like 4 squads and fucking kill everybody. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, all headshots.
Yeah,
I see one person and they just headshot.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, same here. Like I barely see one person and they fucking like take half my health. This dude is like legit. He'll like run at the people and fucking shoot at them like all aggressive and shit and kill all of them without taking any damage. I'm like, what the fuck are you, John Wick, dude?
Yeah,
fucking John Wick over here, fucking the John Wick of Tarkov, just running around fucking shooting everybody and not taking any damage. What the fuck? But all right.
I'm playing that. Been playing Borderlands 3 with Gunny every now and then.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Game's awesome. Yeah, that we had some good runs, and then I finished it. It's funny, like we played like right at the end, didn't we? Right, and we were getting our ass kicked by the boss.
Yeah, I was about level 30, and then I was helping one of my friends. She was getting into first-person shooters, so she's on my Xbox account now. We both were playing through Borderlands 3, so I created a new character with her, and I think we hit level 50 after about a week. So.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, that's the way to go right there.
Yeah, and then we played the Handsome Jack DLC, casino.
How is that?
You can get a lot of loot in there and a lot of money really quickly, just because all the slot machines and stuff have a ton of cash in them, and
nice.
The only thing that I don't like is you can go probably very large chunks of the game without ever hitting a vending machine. So if you're low on backpack space, you're kind of screwed. Because you're just going to end up throwing a lot of stuff away because you can't sell it.
Yeah, so I think I'm pretty good with. I should probably get that DLC now because now that I'm level 44, 45.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm definitely gonna get that DLC for that.
Yeah, I gotta replay the final boss because I didn't realize that she drops a pistol that you can have unlimited ammo with. It doesn't do the most damage, but when you're doing the Slaughterhouse 3000, the waves are so large, but there's no ammo machines, and there's barely any ammo boxes. So once you run out of ammo, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, see, that's what I've always talked about, like even on the show, was just that replayability of, doing a little bit of the grind to get some of those weapons. Going back to the boss 3 or 4, 10, 20 times, however many times you want to go back there.
Yeah, we did the Hearts DLC for Valentine's, and every time you would shoot certain hearts, it would explode out about 7 gold guns.
Nice.
So you could just farm gold weapons.
Yeah, that's where that replayability comes in. That's what I love about the series. So
and then
good.
I've been playing Saints and Sinners, the Walking Dead VR game. I just picked up my Oculus Rift, so...
Oh, awesome.
Oh, shit, so you got that new Walking Dead game? How is that?
It's really good.
Wow.
It's definitely full feature. Definitely feels like, like a $60 game like you're buying.
I want to get that this week, I think. I was supposed to get it this week, but, that's interesting. So what do you have to do in the game? Tell me about it.
So I'm not super far into it, but basically, your character is called the Tourist. He basically comes into town, and you're supposed to help this mother and I think her daughter or something out, or their kid. But there's a bunch of different factions and stuff that you have to figure out who you want to align with or who you want to kill. Tons of zombies. It's got the real physics, kind of like bone works. So you can't just fling your body around. You actually have to there's an axe in the game. If you try and use it one-handed, it won't work because your arm will just flail down like it normally would. So you actually have to use 2 hands for two-handed weapons. And then you can actually the zombies, if there's only 1 or 2, you can just grab them and kind of hold them right in front of you to either shoot them or stab them. Weapons break really easily, so definitely go through a lot of melee weapons.
That sounds fucking cool as shit, dude. I'm excited now. I want to play this. Can I stab a zombie in the head with a screwdriver?
Yes, you can. You can stab it through any part of their head you want. You want to stab it through their nose, their jaw, their ear.
Oh, gnarly. I want to stab a zombie in the head with a screwdriver.
You definitely feel it because you have the Rift S, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the Rift S as well, and you can definitely feel the vibration when you're shoving a screwdriver through their skull.
Oh, damn.
So it kind of gives you resistance, and so when you start hitting their cartilage and stuff, it starts vibrating quite a bit more.
That made me shiver. That's fucking disgusting, but amazing at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh man, that sounds so cool. You got me sold. I mean, what's the kind of the premise of the story though? Are you so you said you're some dude that comes into town. Are you basically a scavenger just trying to survive in the apocalypse?
I think you're a scavenger, but you're also trying to help. I don't know all of it, but you're trying to help.
Is there groups?
Yeah, there's definitely groups. You're trying to get the city back up and running after the outbreak, basically.
So you're basically playing the Division 2 but zombie mode.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah, okay. I wonder if you were into a gang that's a crazy motherfuckers, and then you have to deal with them, or
Yeah, I've seen a few playthroughs of people playing it, and it definitely sounds like you definitely have to make the choice as you're playing. Do I want to trust these people? Do I want to just outright kill them?
You can side with the crazy people, or side with the Rick people of the game, the nice people or the evil ones. I guess everyone's evil in everybody's eyes.
Yeah, you have to manage your inventory because you carry around a backpack. So your bandages and stuff. Like when you bandage, you actually have to like wrap it around your arm and stuff.
That's
like you
so
would with
fucking cool, man. It sounds so fucking good. This game's coming to PSVR later this year, Gunny.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Got to pick that up.
They're just working on it to optimize it, I think.
Yeah, it should be out soon. I mean, it runs really good on Steam.
Yeah. The problem is that, as I said before, like, you're running on a fucking PC, right? So, like, the hardware is much more advanced than what a PS4
It'll probably look
has.
like dog shit on PSVR, but at least it'll probably be running.
It'll probably be running, yeah. I mean, yeah.
It'll run like how it runs on Oculus Quest. It'll be about graphics.
Or I wonder, Gunny, if they're going to hold off to the PS5 and just release it for the PS5 and then have it compatible with the PSVR, you know?
Yeah, because it'll have much, better hardware to push
Which at that point, Gunny, you could just trade in your PS4 Pro, get a PS5, and then you keep your headset and use it.
Good point.
Yeah.
So you don't think they'll come out with a newer, higher res?
No. I know that they probably will come out. They're going to come out with the new headset. There's no doubt about it. Do I think they're going to come out with it this year? No. You know why?
You just think it'll just run better on PS5, right?
The reason they're not going to come out with it this year, Gunny, is because they don't want to like put that fear of like showing you a price tag of $500 for the console or $400 for the console, and then telling you on top of this you're going to pay another $350 for the new headset. I think they're going to release the new console this year by itself, and maybe next year we'll see the new headset, and they'll be like, "Hey guys, like for the PS,
spring.
Yeah, like hey for the PSVR
like
people, here's a new headset."
Sense.
So like I don't think they're going to release the new headset this year, but for sure the headset is going to work. Like what you have now, they've already said it's going to work with the PS5. So I think you're just going to get better resolution, and it's just going to look cleaner. You know, like the games will look sharper, you know, on that 1080p or whatever. But yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Get a PS5, Gunny. Fuck Xbox.
I plan on it. If that runs better with VR, I'll absolutely get that.
Because, I mean, if you think about the Xbox, Gunny, you already have an X, so you're going to be able to play all the games that come out on the new console anyways. And you have a PC, so why do you need a new Xbox?
You know, shout out to Tom over at Cisco who's listening, because he asked me on Friday. This is a fellow driver who I work with, running a similar route. So he asked me about buying that new Xbox Series X, and I was like, yeah, I'll probably do it for the show. But, I guess the more I think about, even if I had the money, I understand they're not going to do the exclusive games. Like, my X runs perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I have a 4K TV, Xbox One X.
And not just that,
4K.
but you have a PC that can probably run these games as good as what the Series X might run them. Like, granted, dude, the Series X, I think, will have, like, this year's graphics cards. I think so. I think it's going to have, like, a 2060 or a 2070 type card in there, or something, or 2080 type card in there, some kind of, like, derivative of those cards. But the AMD versions or whatever, right? Like the new AMD cards or whatever. And I think it's going to have something like that because it's running off of AMD. So I think that your PC is going to be able to like run most of these games almost on par to what the consoles can. Maybe some games will run better on a console, but I think at the end of the day, like if you have a gaming PC already, you're pretty much set. You don't need the new Xbox. You need the new PS5 for exclusives, and people are giving PS5 shit right now. They're giving Sony a lot of shit for having exclusives, but screw that. Like, who cares? You know, no one gives Nintendo shit for having exclusives. So stick with what you have and get a PS5. I think you get a better value out of it.
Yeah, and one of the things I bring up not that often is that Forza, I think it was Forza 7 when that came out on Xbox One. And I can remember also when it was a Windows 10 thing way back, I want to say shortly after the launch of Xbox One, maybe about a year after. It was like some kind of Forza 7 experience. I forgot what they actually called it. That looked freaking phenomenal on the PC. I fire it up every so often just to play it, and it looks just...
It's called like the Forza something experience, like Ultimate Experience or some shit.
Yeah, and I bought the extra... It's one track, but literally, like, I bought the extra cars just because it's just gorgeous. And it's not even... Like the monitor I have, it's not HDR, right? It's not 4K, but I can hook that up to my TV if I wanted to, and it looks so much better even than the X. So I look forward to even like, okay, there's going to be these games are going to be on the Game Pass.
Yeah.
Right? Where I think, okay, I can buy them here, play them on the X, or play them even better on the PC.
Yeah, I think you'll be fine.
Win-win.
I think that if you have a current PC, like, you'll be fine.
It's aging. It's almost time.
What kind of graphics card do you have?
I've got the same one as you had, and Mayo. It's the 1070 Ti.
The 1070 Ti. So I think you'll be good. I mean, you maybe want to upgrade this next year or this year, and you'll be fucking fine. You'll be right there with the new consoles. Well, you're gonna be fine, Gunny.
Yeah, I haven't had any issues like.
What do you think, Josh? Do you think Gunny's gonna be struggling here to play games in the next year with that graphics card? I don't think so, right?
Like he's not gonna be running 4K maxed out or anything like that, but he'll be running, and most things on PC. Honestly, 4K is pretty overrated. I would stick with 1440p.
Yeah,
that's literally the sweet spot. Honestly, a lot of stuff doesn't really run that great at 4K. If you want to like run 4K 144 hertz, you're gonna need a 2080 Ti or stronger, which that's just insane. That's $1,200.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I'm getting a Series X, but I also have a lot of people that only game on Xbox. So I also take my Xbox when I travel. So I'll gladly get one of those, and it has an SSD, so my games will load faster. But I mean, I'll be trading my Xbox One X for it, so it only costs a fraction of it. I'll get the PS5 when the next God of War comes out.
Yeah, that'd be badass.
Yeah.
I don't care about Last of Us. That game can suck a dick for all I care.
It's gonna be fucking good. It's gonna be so fucking good.
I know the Sony fanboys be sucking its dick, so.
Game of the year already. That and Cyberpunk is gonna be a fucking war.
Yeah, I think Cyberpunk will beat it out.
Maybe. It depends. Oh, Cyberpunk looks so fucking good too, though. God damn, that game looks good. Every time I see like a new video of it or something, like the videos, like the gameplay videos, I'll replay them and shit. I'm like, fuck, that looks so amazing.
Even people that have high-end PCs that have like 28 Ti's, it's gonna make their PCs scream.
Yeah, I think you're gonna need like the new graphics.
That's how Witcher 3 was.
And then they're gonna scream and cry that it's not running on my 2080 Ti as much as I wanted to. Until they further optimize it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll run pretty good though for the most part.
Oh, it'll still run phenomenally, but like maxed out.
Yeah, well, you're probably gonna be getting like 40, 30, like kind of like Red Dead, where like
yeah,
you need like the newest shit to run Red Dead Redemption 2, and even then it's like, fuck you, motherfucker, make you fucking struggle a little bit here.
I'll get Red Dead 2 for my PC eventually, but just to do mods and stuff.
Yeah. Well, what else have you been playing?
Other than that, not a whole lot, honestly.
Okay. Fun times, Josh. Woo!
That's funny, Josh. I always thought you were like an Xbox gamer. I never thought of you as, because we've always joined Xbox Live parties, played Xbox games together. So,
mostly. So I jump between PC and Xbox mostly. But usually, like during the week, if I don't feel like dragging my PC stuff out, I'll just jump on Xbox. Like if I'm in my recliner, I'll play on my Xbox. But other than that, I'll game on PC because I like mouse and keyboard a lot better, and I also like 144 hertz gaming versus 60.
Oh, of course.
So I played Call of Duty Modern. I played a little bit of Modern Warfare the other day on my Xbox. I was like, holy fuck, does this feel slow? Like it felt like it was dragging. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this?
You're used to the higher frame rate.
15 frames a second, what it feels like.
Just felt like the game was dragging. I was like, oh god.
I know that feeling. I've seen it. Yeah, I've gone from. I have a 165 hertz monitor, so it's like, and then I look up at my TV. I'm like,
fuck you. But the thing is, the TV though, you can't. When you're looking at 4K content, though, man, a TV looks so amazing compared. Like even HDR content, a TV is gonna look so much better than a monitor.
I have it. So guys, on my OLED, Sony has that true motion, and I have to turn it up high because I look at the monitor for so long. So it's kind of like that fake high refresh rates, Yep. So it makes it look like it's moving fast, but it's really not. But it still works fine. I mean, it's I get that fake.
Some people call
refresh.
him Robot Eyes Gunny. That's what they call Gunny on the streets. Robot Eyes Gunny.
With that sinister stare.
Your fucking serial killer stare.
Serial killer stare.
Gunny, what have you been playing this week?
Oh man, what have I been playing the last couple weeks? Because I was on vacation last week, and before I headed up to the mountains, I did get to game a lot. So one thing I did play on PSVR was that Blood and Truth. I did get a chance to fire that up because that came with the bundle. It was that one in the golf game, and I haven't been playing the golf game lately because I'm like, no, fuck you. I just want to sit down. I'm on vacation.
Yeah.
It's like that's really for anybody out there. We're going to answer some VR questions later, but that one, like I'd say that was the only one where I felt like I had to stand up and swing with
because you're fucking golfing. You can't sit there. It doesn't feel normal. You're swinging your foot. It's not like you're playing the Wii, like with the Wii nunchucks or whatever. Like you got to fucking stand up. You remember the Wii nunchucks? I remember when people used to play.
Oh my gosh!
People would play against me, and we'd be playing that. The bowling or the baseball, and they'd be sitting there flicking the wrist. I'm like, you motherfucker, stand up.
Gotta get a full swing going on with those.
They would just flick their wrist and like get a perfect
that's how you
fucking
see people
thing.
breaking their TVs. Wii remote sticking out their TV.
Yeah.
I would stand up and get all into it, and they'd be sitting there with fucking flicking the wrist. I'm like, what the fuck? Stand up, motherfucker.
Lazy bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's funny. Remember when I first got it, and then I gave my kid the motion controllers, and then he was playing Super Hot, and he bought me upside the head with that thing pretty good.
I punched my brother the other day.
He's like, Dad, are you standing next to me? I'm like, no. Ouch.
I was playing that the other day, and I punched my brother in the chest because he walked into my room, and I'm fucking sitting there. You're Super Hot. It's like you're fucking moving around and shit. And I fucking had have the Oculus controller, and I just fucking swung, and boom, I hit him right in the chest. He's like, whoa, what the fuck? I'm like, oh my bad, dude.
You're like, damn, this is like realistic right here.
I'm getting haptic feedback on this motherfucker.
Like, Omar, over here, stand in front of me. I want this to make this as real as possible, right?
No, but that's cool, man. So how did you like Blood and Truth? Like, what did you think of it?
Man, like it starts off super strong. With that whole interrogation thing going on, and you feel like you're there. That was the cool part where you're in this warehouse and you're just being interrogated by some dude. He's like CIA or
something, right? Yeah,
or some shit, or that's what he claims, right? It's like, no, yeah, I'm a Delta Force, man.
Fucking.
And the guy, you as the character was just like, yeah, bullshit, whatever.
Yeah,
I don't believe you. But it's a pretty cool story how it starts out where it's a family-run business where you run this network. I don't know what the network is yet, but I'm certainly intrigued by what it is.
It's the fucking mob. What are you talking about?
Well, I wasn't sure, what part of it is, because they're in the UK.
Gunny's like, oh, this business seemed totally legit. These guys are legit. They're not a crime family at all. They're legit people.
Sure into if they were into the web internet hacking business, or if they were what they were actually doing. But it's pretty cool, where, especially when those dudes come in and they want to take over your business.
Yeah,
that was a pretty cool.
Take over your business. They want to kill your fucking family. It's what they want to do.
No, because it's funny because the guy comes in, he's just like, all right, so he kills your guards and everything. Yeah. It's like, all right, you're gonna give over your fucking business right now. Just starts pointing guns at everybody's faces. But it was a trip where when they kill one of the guards, he's just laying there and you're looking at him like, holy crap. You're just talking like it's normal. There's a guy laying down dead on the ground. But yeah, the graphics are really good in this game, and the shooting is perfectly fine. I haven't had any issues with it. Using the motion controllers, ducking from cover to cover.
Lots of hanging on shit, right? Climbing, hanging.
I haven't made it that far. I've climbed some ladders, but I haven't made it as wet.
Lots of climbing, dude, in this game. It's they do so much climbing. It's like fucking Uncharted in VR.
I watched a couple hours of you stream this.
It's 90% climbing, some shooting, and then some other climbing eventually.
I feel
more climbing.
I feel like playing James Bond music or something.
Yeah, it's like a James Bond movie.
Because you get out your cutters and your lock picks a lot, and like that part's pretty cool, and I feel like it's all fairly easy. Like I didn't get frustrated with any of that. Arming some like C4 to blow up doors to get inside and feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool game so far. I like it. It's moving quick.
Nice.
Oh yeah. So what else have I been playing? I played more Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Fired that up. Played for like an hour here and there, and it's still a fine game. Man, I wish more. I want to say this. I wish more people played it because, or maybe they shouldn't have made it so open world.
I'll jump on there with you sometime, Gunny. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's way more fun co-op because then you dick around and do stupid shit.
And I like the fact that you can be like, oh, Gunny, come over here, because I'm over here. I'm going to do this. I'm just going to call them strongholds, right? That's really what they are.
Yeah, strongholds.
And then we're just going to fucking kill everybody in here, talk to the science lady, and get our XP, and then I can just fast travel to. That's the cool part.
Yeah, it was
like that.
I was playing that with Joel from on the Gaming Outsider community, and I was playing it with him, and he likes to play the game very stealth. My version of stealth is just jumping in randomly, hopping out of base, and just start blowing shit up.
Yeah.
So stealth usually doesn't work very well with me.
I did pretty good with stealth. Let's see. Last week I was like, okay, I think I killed everybody in there stealthily, and I didn't quite understand. They wanted you to like hack that like robot car that just gets all crazy and starts shooting everywhere, anyway, so it was like, I don't know, it was like bugging out or something on me. And it made me go back in to like redo the mission because I think it killed me or some shit. And then, of course, everybody reappears, everybody who's on the map, but they're all in the same exact spot. But it was still fun to go in there and just try and mow everybody down. But it was like the second or third time that I went back in there, I'm like, fuck it, I'm not going stealth. I'm just going balls to the wall out, man, and just start murdering people. So, I mean, the shooting's solid still. Yeah, I just wish that maybe they shortened that map up and just made the gameplay a lot quicker. I think more people would play it. But yeah, and that whole level up of the weapons and stuff is fine, right? It just reminds me of like Borderlands. Oh, look, now that I've moved up, it's a level 42, right?
Yeah, except in Borderlands, you can have guns that do kind of like elemental damage and stuff, and like half the guns in Ghost Recon Breakpoint look exactly the same.
Yeah, that's true.
You can strap whatever you want on it anyway, so it's kind of like...
Yeah, they're just renaming them, right?
Yeah, they're just renaming, like a lot of the gear and stuff, like, this is a tan glove, this is a green glove, this is a glove with, like, one different grip on this different finger, because not on the middle finger this time, it's on this fucking finger. It's like...
so I understand why they did that, right? Because they're like, oh, it's all this customization. So, like, the next tier up, like, when I turned level 38, it was like, you have latex plastic gloves. I'm like, really? That's really like the most powerful glove, like the best protection.
Let me tell you about that latex plastic technology. That shit's next level, dude.
Do I just put it over my whole body? Like I'll just look like a giant condom or something? Oh, and then paint it blue. The whole thing blue stripe.
You ever use a blue condom? Just works better than the other color condom.
I guess, right? I can paint it pink polka dots. So that's immediately what I did, like, because you can see your character wearing these white latex gloves, like you're a badass, right?
Why is there a soldier in the middle of a jungle?
And it's not like you're not going to wear them, right?
Running around wearing white latex gloves. What? Okay, tell me what the logic is here. Why is there a soldier wearing latex gloves in the middle of a jungle?
I know, it's just silly. I think they just ran out of ideas. To be honest, I think they said, all right, what'll be the next tier when we're making this game?
Latex.
And it's going to be Kevlar gloves, right? I mean, just the list goes on, right? They just have to keep renaming the same aesthetic of the game, of whatever.
So you're telling me that Ghost Recon Wildlands didn't do this?
That they didn't do what?
This bullshit where, like, they're renaming shit.
No, I mean, yeah, that's what they keep doing. It's just the same.
So why was it okay to do it in Wildlands, but now it's like you don't like it?
Well, I think that's not. I think just going forward with the next game, it's just not. I don't think they should have done it. I think
so you're saying that this game is too similar to Wildlands, was what you're saying?
It's too similar. Well, okay, and then I think obviously the big difference was just giving it a higher number, right? Because now you've completed another mission, so now you're going to find a level 52 and then a 54, right? It just kind of goes up a couple of increments.
When you played Wildlands and you played, you also had if you played by yourself, you had 3 squad mates, even if they were AI, which that was nice. In Breakpoint, it's just you. So if you're by yourself, you basically get fucked.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you can't. There's no way to get back up. You can't strategically place them around the map, which is not a bad thing for me, but that should have been included, especially when you first start off in the beginning mission of this game. It's like you meet your squad mates, right? And they're like, you're like in a battle, and then you go meet them at the infirmary at like the base camp. And so it gives people the impression, even myself, where I'm like, oh, so there is squad mates. No, wrong.
Just you.
Just you. You never see him again.
You're the hero of the story, Gunny.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a whole. They do a pretty good setup of where implementation of co-op gameplay, right? Would you say, Josh?
Yeah, definitely. With co-op, it makes it a lot easier, but then the difficulty ramps up. The more people that you add to your party, the harder the game gets.
But co-op only works if people are playing the game. Is there a lot of people playing the game?
I don't know, because I played it like right when it first came out. So like there's a few more people playing it than there is now. So
because it's like the Division 2 at this point, everyone's falling off, but they're kind of trying to revamp it with this new.
A lot of people are actually picking up now. It's $3.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a very good story. I thought Division 2 did loot a lot better.
They did a lot better than the first game. I actually really enjoyed the Division 2, but what I don't know. I just once you reach the end, for me, I was like, I don't want to deal with this new enemy, these fucking guys.
Oh, that's when it really opened up for me.
Yeah,
I didn't want to deal with them. I was like, I don't want to deal with this. I'm done with the game. I already cleaned up the city or whatever.
They were just more bullet spongy, right?
They were way more bullet spongy.
I don't know. I liked it. I
thought it was.
What were those?
A Black Tusk.
I played this game recently again. Oh, so I did buy that. I'll just go on to that next thing. I did buy that again on Xbox because it was $3. And again, I've got my 4K. It's like this game looks amazeballs running on the X, and played it for a couple hours. What was it like? Because I made it so far on the PC. Was it the turrets? No, it was those things on like whatever those moving turrets were, and those things would just run they'd shoot you with like a 50 caliber weapon of some kind, and just either downright kill you or get you down to like 1% health. So I did like that. I played more strategically, towards the end of, reaching whatever level I was. I think I'm probably at where I can do a raid now in Division 2 on the PC side of things. So yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll buy it on PS4 for $3 if that's, because I know it's that price on every platform.
Yeah, it's $3 on everything right now.
Moving on, I played some of that Darksiders Genesis that Ryan talked about last week. He picked that up. And yeah, it's very Diablo-esque, type top-down hack and slash game. One thing I was telling Ryan was that I was like, but I didn't tell him, was like, maybe I'm old, man, because I feel like that camera's like set back a little too far, where I just feel like it should be a bit closer for me. But maybe I just need to sit closer to the TV to see my character. And I'd say the other difference, like, if I was to compare the two to a Diablo, is that, where you're fighting on like some of these rocky platforms, that it looks cool. Everything looks, beautiful on the maps and everything, but you can easily just fall off these cliffs. So I probably just need better glasses. Enemies are pretty tight. You can jump on your horse at any moment. The controls work perfectly fine. I haven't had any issues with that. I think I played about an hour and a half or so, maybe 2 hours. And it's pretty cool. Like, it feels almost linear though. Like, and then I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all. Like, I feel like I just keep going. Yeah, it's pretty tight. I don't know how like the weapons and stuff work, because I feel like I've just got, whatever. I've got that sword, and you can use left and right stick, like using a controller to shoot enemies, and you've got like 2 different types of ammo for it. which is pretty cool. So it's more like regular ammo, and then you'll get like shotgun ammo. If you do something different, and it all works super well with the controls. So yeah, definitely plan on playing more of that game. Let's see. Oh, I've had an itch also like the last couple of days to play that Slay the Spire game. I'm not the biggest card game player, but man, every time I think about, like some kind of dungeon crawler adventure card game, I just want to go back and I'll do like some custom play with different decks and other adventures. So yeah, I definitely get an itch. I'll either play that right on the Xbox or on Xbox Game Pass. And I keep searching the iOS store for my iPad. Like, man, I can just chill in the living room, wherever, and play this game. But I don't think it's on there yet. But yeah, that game is so good. Oh boy, what else? Let's see. I also got a confession, Jesus. Well, I said I'd never talk about it again, but man, like every time like I travel far. Like, I always have this overwhelming desire to keep playing, to go back and play City Skylines. And I cannot pull myself away from this game, to, like, play other games. Yeah. I just get lost in that game. It's like my creative game. So I'll stop playing Minecraft or something, where I normally do that, like, on a Sunday or something. Chill on that for a couple hours. But for City, I'll sit there and just play it for, like, 6-7 hours straight.
Yeah.
I just get totally lost, just like building roads and putting trees down everywhere and using like 50 different mods to, how tree tracks down and add more shit to the game. Then it always gets to this point, like where yesterday, no, it wasn't yesterday. I think it was Thursday where I was like, it was kind of even late at night. I'm just like, I know I got to work tomorrow, but I don't care. I got to get these mods working, right? And add all these assets to the game. It totally overwhelms my brain. And finally, until I break my game save. It happens every freaking time. So yeah, now I've lost my game saves.
Oh,
So
what?
I do it every time. I don't know what it is with me and mods and assets. Yeah, so I've totally broken them. But maybe that's a good thing. So then I'll actually get out there and play other games, I get it to where I just break it. And I'm like, fuck you, I'm done with you, So yeah, I just gotta either learn to stay away from a lot of those game breaking things that I add to it. That I think is going to make my gaming experience better. Yeah, other than that, a little bit more Zombie Army 4. Yoda, I don't think we played that game together, right? Because you just picked that up?
Yeah, I just got it today, so.
Yeah. So I played with played with Wingman a little bit, a couple other people from the community, and just met some other random people on Xbox Live, and just running through doing different parts of each chapter, which is kind of cool. I like the fact that you can just like probably pick the game up, choose the last chapter of the game, and play it either solo or with 3 other people.
Have you blown up Hitler's nuts yet?
I think I did that at the last game. No, I'm sorry. That was Sniper Elite. I'm sorry. Not in, yeah. Matter of fact, it was me, Wingman, and Jesus who did that in the Zombie Army trilogy. That was hard as hell at the end of that game, but yeah, I can't wait to do that. But one thing I did do was, it doesn't do like the slow motion animation kill for everything that you do, but I was able to do some slow motion ball shots on zombies, and it's pretty gross. And I love it. I always take a screenshot or do like record that, upload that to Twitter. Yeah. I played a little bit of. Last thing was that Phantasy Star Online beta. I think I played that last week, about a week ago. And that seemed okay. It's again, I'm not that MMO, kind of player, but I think if you're interested in any of those types of games, MMORPGs, this game is actually pretty solid. I never played Phantasy Star #1, but yeah, I can definitely see this game actually being quite popular. So it's I know it's using different swords and some sort of projectile shooting shit. So it actually looked pretty good. So yeah, I'll probably play it like when it first comes out. Like it's going to be a free to play. So published by Sega.
Nice.
Yeah, had no issues using controller. And you know what? So one other thing I wanted to bring up, guys, Jesus, you do this often, was while we were up in Carson Lake Tahoe, my kid's like, I want to go see a movie. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. He wanted to go see the Sonic, right? I'm like, oh God, I don't know. I mean, I like the video game, but I'm not a big. I heard, that, when they first did the Sonic animations and stuff, didn't turn out too well, and I didn't even see any trailers for it. I'm like, fine, it's got Jim Carrey, and I loved it. I can't wait to see that movie again. It's amazing. All the characters are lovable in that game, are in that movie. Excuse me. Yeah, it was hilarious.
Yeah, it was a good movie, right? Like, yeah. My kid didn't like Jim Carrey. She didn't like him.
Well, I can understand because
he has that. He goes through that style, that Jim Carrey bullshit that he always does. You know what I mean? So like,
what else do you want from him at this point?
But my kid hasn't. My kid's never seen him like in movies before. So she's like 7, 9, 8 years old. So she's like, "Who the fuck is this guy? Why is he being so weird?" So like, to her,
totally,
she gotta watch the mask.
He's talking like a million miles a minute.
Yeah, like that's what she didn't like.
What would you say? Like he's where he's like. What would you say? Where he just intimidating and criticizing, like whoever he's talking to.
He's like a super genius guy or whatever. So he's acting like a super asshole.
Like while I was doing this thing and like whatever, making robots, you were still like sucking down on formula or something. But he says it so fast, and the way he says it, I can definitely see like even the kids in the audience were like, huh?
What's he talking about?
What's he talking about? Yeah.
That's what my kid didn't like him. He was saying two things too fast. She was like, I didn't like the bad guy, but I liked Sonic. I liked everything else about it. I was like, okay.
But I feel like those moments were short enough, right, to hold kids' attentions because
they were really short. But like at the same time, like, yeah, he was a cool bad guy, but for kids, he wasn't a likable bad guy.
Right, he wasn't likable or understanding. But for me as the adult, and I
don't give a fuck.
Right. I was like, this guy's cool. Goofy. He's always been goofy. Yeah. And Sonic was awesome.
Sonic was cool as fuck. Yeah, Sonic was a cool... Like, whoever did Sonic... Who was the voice of Sonic?
I'm not sure.
I don't fucking know, but whoever did Sonic did a fucking good job at being Sonic.
Great job. Yeah.
He sounds like Sonic. He looks like Sonic now.
The main sheriff guy, he cracked me up. Like, it's like, fine, I'll help you out, whatever, man. Like, yeah. He was
what
cool.
I thought was fucking what I read now is that the toys that they're making for like put in stores or whatever for the movie, they're based off of the original design. So like,
oh no, I don't want those teeth.
Yeah, they look like shit. He has teeth and like his eyeballs are tiny and and like, yeah, people are like, what the fuck? The toys are not gonna sell well, I don't think, but the movie I think is gonna do pretty good. It's like the biggest video game movie ever.
Yeah, it was a packed theater. So
I can't believe it actually beat out Ready Player One, because Ready Player One is huge. The book is huge, I feel like, but I guess more people would know Sonic than a book, right?
Yeah.
And Schwartz was the voice of Sonic.
He did a good job though. Like, he sounds just like fucking Sonic. Gotta go fast, motherfucker. Let's go.
Yeah.
He eats chili dogs at some point.
I think the bar scene was just...
It was good.
Even though that's been done before, where he went to the biker bar, that was like epic right there.
It was good. It was... What I thought it was really cool was when they slow everything down and they show like everything in his world, like how fast he sees things, and everybody else is like moving in slow motion and he's like moving really fucking fast. Like, he's moving at normal speed, but everyone else is like really fucking slow, so he can fuck with everybody.
I felt like that was a Wolverine. Was it Wolverine? Was that the name of that movie?
Maybe.
I felt like it was a nod to that movie, and that's totally like I totally appreciated that.
Yeah, it was cool though. But yeah. Anything else, Gunny?
No, that's all.
All right, big news, people. Jesus time. Welcome to the Jesus Hour of the podcast, where Jesus talks about everything he did this week and more. Motherfuckers. Motherfucker, it's
You
Jesus
sent some
time.
pictures over. You probably didn't show us all.
It's Jesus time, motherfucker. It's Jesus time. All right, so guys and girls, Jesus did something this week. Jesus went back to Fry's and returned his monitor. Remember the old monitor I had? Okay, remember the monitor I had like last week? The 32-inch one, 32-inch LG, whatever the fuck monitor. Well, it had like one dead pixel. I don't know if it was a dead pixel. It was more like a stuck pixel because it wasn't really dead. But it was stuck. And it was in the dead center of the screen. Like kind of dead center, kind of like a little bit to the top. But I actually took my monitor back to Fry's. And remember how I told you I bought it last year and they gave me like a 2-year warranty for free or whatever? Well, pretty much, dude. I told the dude, like, check out, like, the pixel's stuck, dude. It's right in the middle of the screen. It's fucking annoying. I don't want the monitor. And they're like, okay, let's check it. And as soon as you turn it on, you can see it because you see it really good on the black screen. And he's like, well, I don't have this monitor in stock. He was like, but you can go back there and check to see if you want an exchange, and I'll just exchange it for you, or we can figure something out. So then I ended up, or we can send it back for repairs or whatever to China or whatever the fuck it's made at. So I went to the back, dude, and the only fucking brand that Fry's had in its entire PC section of the store was some brand named Pixio. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that brand, because I had
Heard of it.
I've never heard of Pixio. What the fuck?
I think I've seen that somewhere.
What's a Pixio, Josh? What the fuck is a Pixio? I don't...
Some I don't know, some brand sounds like a pile of garbage.
Yeah, I think I saw it at Walmart or Target or something. I don't know, not Target.
And
somewhere.
I even told the guys, like, can you get somebody back here to help me? And they like called this really old guy.
Yeah, it's a Walmart brand.
And this really old guy comes back there and he's like, oh, what do you need? And I'm like, hey, old man. I was like, what's up, dude? I was like, is this
Side quest?
No, I told him, I was like, is this the whole section of monitors that you have? And he's like, yeah, these are all the monitors we have in stock. And then I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I even told him like straight up like that. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, you guys have no 1440p monitors? And he's like, no, this is what we have in stock.
It's because Fry's is going under.
And I was like, well, no wonder you guys are fucked. he's like, we got that big one over there. They had like that super big, that new, I think it's made by Samsung. It's a super wide screen. It's like 44 inches or something, but it's super wide. But they only had the display model in stock. They don't have anything like if I wanted to buy that brand new, they didn't have it brand new. They only had the display model. And I don't know, that thing looked all like people put their fingers on it and shit. And I was like, screw this. So I went back up to the front and I told the guy, I'm like, look, dude, you guys have nothing in stock. Like, this store is shit. Like, you guys have nothing back there, like, at all for computers even. You don't even have, like, GPUs anymore. Like, what happened? And he's like, yeah, I know, we're switching vendors, and, like, we're trying to get our vendors to, like, switch out and some shit.
I read that bullshit.
And I was like, whatever, dude. I was like, what can I... and I told him, so what can we do? Are you going to send it back for repair? And he told me, well, it takes up to 2 months to repair a monitor. And I was like, what? I was like, you expect me to have no monitor for 2 months? Are you fucking kidding me? I was like, I game on this shit. And he's like, well, I can give you your money back. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where'd you go? Old People Are Us?
And so pretty much he had to put the money on a gift card. Then they had to put the gift card and they had to like refund the gift card onto my card or some shit. I still haven't got the money. It's on hold on my bank. So I don't know what the fuck's going on there. But they gave me all these receipts and shit. So I have all the proof that they gave me the money back. If I don't get it back here soon by next week, I'll be fucking calling my bank. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
It takes a week.
Yeah, but then I went to Best Buy after that, and I ended up getting this monitor that I saw. It was the only monitor that I saw was decent. Everything else was 1080p. They had 4K monitors, but they only go up to 60 hertz. So the monitor that I ended up getting was another 32-inch monitor, but this is a curved display by Dell. 32-inch monitor, 1440p, 165 hertz. So it's an upgrade from what I had in the past.
That's what I had.
But it actually works fucking great. Like, I was getting some weird stuttering issues with my Call of Duty Black Ops and like Red Dead. Like the screen would go black every so often. But I ended up fucking with it a little bit and I changed the FreeSync range on it or whatever. And it works great now. Everything's fucking flawless on it, dude. So that's my monitor story. I got my monitor replaced. And they actually gave me a refund for the monitor, Gunny, and they gave me an extra refund for the warranty. So they gave me like 400 something bucks back, and I paid like 300 something for the monitor.
I'll take it.
I
Yeah.
don't know how it worked out, but they fucked
You made
up,
a
I
profit.
think. Whatever. Yeah. And I ended up buying this new monitor for like $425 with warranty for 4 years from Best Buy. So I'm like, fuck, dude, I
That's
ended
what I
up doing
paid.
pretty good, you know? Like I was able to price match it with Dell. They have it on sale right now for like $370. I price matched it. They were cool with it, and then price matching it, I guess, dropped the warranty down to like $40, and then I got fucking warranty for like 4 years. So fuck yeah, warranty Best Buy is the best way to do it, guys. You know what I mean? 4 years
Yes.
from now, I'll break
That's
this
what I
thing
hear.
and send it back. Anyways, besides this, Gunny,
There's
Jesus
some other
got
stuff you put on there.
Jesus got a little weird yesterday, and I woke up and I told myself I want to upgrade my PC.
'Cause that's the mustard race way to go.
So at 6 in the morning, I texted Brink, and I'm like, Brink, should I get a new GPU? And Brink, of course, replied, yes, you should.
Yeah.
So
You shall go.
here's Jesus at 7:30 in the morning, Googling where to buy a 2080 card. And I found it at Best Buy. There was a 2080 Super in stock. They had 2080 Ti's in stock as well, and 2070s and shit. But I got 2080 Super. Went with a new motherboard. I got a new Ryzen 7 8600X. And I got new RAM as well. And pretty
You are
much
flying high, my friend.
went to Best Buy, bought all this shit, came back home, started building it, fucked up a piece. Like, there was some piece that was fucked up on the motherboard, like the little latch for the GPU was broken or something. So I ended up going back to Best Buy, going to another Best Buy, picking up the motherboard, came back home, built everything, Gunny, and Brink pretty much walked me through it all. Like, he was on FaceTime with me on Facebook. He was talking to me like, all right, do this, plug this in, plug that in. Told me what settings to put on the fan, on the cooler. So yeah, now I have a new motherboard, new CPU, and new
Sweet.
GPU on my PC, and new RAM. Pretty much just a new PC.
Nice.
I have the same case, kept the same case and all that. The case, I mean, I like this case, you know what I mean? It looks nice. But yeah, I got a new card, Gunny, new GPU, 2080
Awesome.
Super, motherfucker!
Wow.
Woo!
Damn. You know what? I want you to stream over to either Discord or over on Mixer. That way I can see it. Actually, you know what? Do it on, probably just on Mixer. Then I can see that resolution on my iPad.
I mean, overall, guys, I was playing Call of Duty last night, and like, holy shit, the difference is night and day with the performance of a 1070 Ti compared to this one. Way more frame rates. Like, I get like 130, 140, pretty constant, up to like 160 at times. It's fucking wild. And that's at 1440p. If I dumb it down, so on my 1070 Ti, what I would do is I would play at 1080p, but have a resolution at 1440. But I would dumb it down to 1080 to like get more frame rates. This, dude, I dumbed it down to like I dropped it to 90% resolution, and like it was getting too much frame rates. Like my screen would go black. It was like, no, motherfucker, it's too much. Slow down. And like I was like, oh fuck that.
You were like three needles in the arm, man. Gotta go fast.
And then I ended up going to play some Red Dead Redemption 2 last night, and playing on with the new graphics card, everything looks super fucking sharp. It's running at 60 frames solid. It looks fucking incredible. And I was like, oh fuck, mind blown, dude, mind fucking blown, Gunny.
Wow.
I gotta try out some other games though. Eventually, I will get around to playing way more games with it. But I'm excited, and I did get a warranty on it, Gunny. So I got a warranty on the card because you know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm gonna
Good.
do
Trade that in 6
when
months, right?
when the new cards come out.
2090 Ti.
The new cards come out, I'm gonna trade this in, get my money back, and put that money towards the new cards. Woo!
Way to go, right there. Sell it on eBay.
That's the way to do it, man. Why not get? I mean, I paid for the warranty. You know, fuck it. I have warranty on there for 2 years, I think. So for the next 2 years, if I see a card I want to upgrade to, I'll just return it, get my money back, and upgrade
Yep.
at half the cost or whatever. You know, maybe even at cost. I don't know. But yeah, I'm excited, dude. Excited, Gunny. New
Nice.
Jesus, new year, new Jesus.
New PC parts.
New PC parts. Yeah, man. So, all in all, this ended up costing me like, so the GPU was like 700. The the Ryzen 8600 was like $299 or something like that, and then the motherboard was like $180. I was able to price match everything though, Gunny, like on Amazon. Like I told the dudes like give me a second, I'm gonna scan all these barcodes. Yeah, I was just fucking sitting there scanning everything and shit. And shout out to the Best Buy guy that helped me out. He actually gave me his gamer tag. He plays on Oculus. He said he needed friends and shit. Sweet. And I was like, here you go, brother. And I gave him the podcast name, and I was like, listen to this podcast, and you get lots of friends. Lots of friends, guy.
Shout out to Best Buy, man.
Shout out to the Best Buy guy.
That's one thing I have not been to. Like, I have a Best Buy like 10, 15 minutes from me, but that's one thing I never go up there and actually check out their PC
Best Buy is the best, dude. Best Buy has like the best warranty on shit.
I mean, that would be the place for me to go. There's no other place that has PC stuff, you know?
Yeah, and I was actually surprised they had like the motherboard that I got, and which is like a fucking Asus tough gaming fucking motherboard or whatever, the X570.
I was going to bring that up too, that I have that original motherboard from my iBuy Power, so it is a mini board.
Get a new one, Gunny. Get a new one.
But it runs strong. I think it's made by either Razer or somebody that it's built tough. But I will need a new one. Yeah. It doesn't have enough connections for me to. Runs the 1070 Ti pretty good, but
yeah.
When I upgrade, I have to get a motherboard.
Yeah, I was gonna keep the same motherboard and the same CPU I had on it, but I was like, you know what? Like, it's probably not gonna be as big as a jump if I just upgrade everything at this point. And might as well just upgrade everything to the new Ryzen shit and the new everything, So, big jump for me, man. Big performance boost. Computer runs a lot smoother now, and I can have way more things open. Like right now, I have like 10 tabs open. Well, I got everything open, Gunny. Everything's running at the same time, Gunny. I'm opening all the shit.
Just for our audio listeners, I'd be like, Jesus, I'd be in the Skype chat. You're frozen, Jesus. Your face. It's all pixelated. What's going on over there?
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. And actually, another development, I moved my room to like now I have like a gaming room in my house.
I see that you have those soundproofing things behind you. I didn't notice that till before.
I'm working on those. I bought like two 24-pack or two 12-packs, and I bought another 12-pack coming in tomorrow. And I'm going to soundproof it even more. Then I'm buy another one. I'm going to soundproof this whole fucking room. You watch me, Gunny.
Feel like you can be in here screaming bloody murder. You'll hear you.
I'm going to soundproof everything.
Help me. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited, dude. I'm excited to have a new graphics card. I'm excited for all that. Yeah, I mean, ray tracing.
Time for Doom Eternal.
Ray tracing, bro. Ray tracing, bro.
That's where it's at right now.
Yeah. What do you think, Josh? Did I do a good upgrade? Or did I do a bad upgrade?
Very good upgrade.
Thank you, sir. Okay.
Doom Eternal's right around the corner. Perfect time to try it out.
Yeah. Yeah. See, like, that's what I want. I'm excited for all these new games coming out. And like I said, Gunny, always buy the warranty because, like I said, 6 months from now, if a new card comes out, or even 3 months from now, even next month, if a new card comes out, I can always be like, hey, guys, I want to return this. Why? It's not working right. How are they going to question that? You know what I mean? They can't question it. Okay, here's your...
Well, I remember Brink talking about the Ryzen, how he, he didn't like one and he traded it in for a different one and was pretty happy with his purchase that he made that switch.
Yeah, so Best Buy is the way to go, people, if you're going to buy stuff. I mean, I know that a lot of you Midwesterners, like you, Josh, you probably have Micro Centers and shit around you, don't you?
Yeah, we have Micro Center and Best Buy. We have one Micro Center and a lot of Best Buy since Best Buy is from here, so. Yeah,
so like Micro Center is something that we don't have here on the West Coast. Like I don't have one. We don't have one in Oregon. Like I trust me, I looked. I was looking to like where I can buy. Like I was looking where can I buy PC parts for an upgrade like today, and Brink was like just order everything on Amazon. I'm like fuck Amazon, or he was like order it online through Best Buy. Then I'm like fuck waiting. He's like okay, so I ended up like legit like I was glad that Best Buy had all the parts that I needed. You know what I mean? That was a fucking struggle right there, though, Gunny.
Yeah.
Having to fucking.
Yeah, there's only one in California. It looks like.
The what? Micro Center?
Yeah, Micro Center.
Because I think I googled it a while ago.
Where's it
I
at?
think May was asking about it.
Huston.
Where's that at, Gunny?
That's got to be Southern California because I know every city, pretty much north of Bakersfield all the way to Oregon.
Yeah. So it must be
So yeah, like for Best Buy, there is one 15 minutes north of me, and I'm gonna say about maybe 30 minutes south of me. So I've got two in between.
I got one 5 minutes down the road, another one 10 minutes down the road, another one about 15 minutes down the road. There's another one 20 minutes down the road.
Man, I wish I had that.
There's probably
Gunny.
like 10 or 12 Best Buys in this area, maybe more.
Man. I had to drive like an hour yesterday to get to fucking Best Buy.
Yeah, and like for Fry's, I think it's like an hour and a half or hour and 10 minutes for me.
Dude, Fry's has nothing though, Gunny. Like they legitimately, like who else was it? Somebody else posted in the Facebook group. They posted a picture of their fries. I think it was in California, and like.
And you showed yours before they even came out with the.
Yeah, listen. So I showed you, I sent you and Mayo pictures of my fries when I was there the other day exchanging my monitor, right? And then I think it was Nipron. I think he posted the one in San Diego. He's like, look. He's like, hey guys, check out my fries. It's empty. And like, he took pictures.
Yep.
He went inside of it, and like the entire PC section was gutted. Like they have nothing.
Yeah,
in
they
stock.
did the same thing. They actually flew all the way out to Las Vegas because that's apparently where like they have most of their stock. And they went there and there was nothing. Like there was DDR2 RAM.
Wow.
And like they had like a bunch of boxes to make it look like there was a lot of stuff, but like there was no graphics cards, no nothing.
Yeah, they have like nothing, dude. And I was surprised because just last year, I mean, I was there buying my monitor that I was buying last year when I was buying the PC, and they had like GPUs there. They had GPUs. They had like the 1080 Ti's and all that shit. They had all the GPUs there. They had RAM. They had motherboards. And like this year, like, they have nothing.
So I read the article, right? I think it was after you and Nipron posted it, and then I saw it on Twitter. So according to the CEO or whoever they have over there, this is from my perspective. Basically, what the CEO said was, he just answered the question by answering the question. Right? Yeah. We're doing, like you said, it was a supplier thing, right?
Yeah.
Which is a total bullshit. It just that they can't just say, yeah.
From what I read,
yeah.
From what I read is that they're trying to get.
Yeah, kids can't tell you.
Well, from what I read, the CEO said that they're not in financial troubles, but what they're trying to do is they're trying to convince their suppliers, like Pixio, I guess, to give them inventory without them paying. So like Fry's doesn't pay them for the inventory. So they're saying, give us your monitors and shit, give us your GPUs, and we'll pay you back for them as we sell them.
That's BS. Ask it. Like, she used to work for like the Ford dealership here in like the town that we live in, and I asked her. She didn't work there very long, but I asked her. I said, "How does that work? Like, do you buy it from Ford? Like, do you have to give them money first?" She goes, "Absolutely. They don't just give it to us on loan.
They don't just give you a fucking car.
We have to make the full purchases, right?" So I assume that's the way it works with
retail stores. But these guys, they want to
pay for it.
They want to buy shit like on credit or something.
Not on consignment. It's not how it works.
And they're not even trying to buy it on credit. They're saying, give it to us for free. We'll hold it for you and we'll sell it and then we'll give you the money back. And
the only way that works is like in my job where we sell the alcohol for the supplier.
Yeah.
Not us buying it for the supplier. So yeah, it's total bullshit. They're basically, yes, they are going to file for bankruptcy. I can guarantee that.
Yeah, it looked bad. Like, dude, the store that I was in was empty, Gunny. Empty. Like, there was nothing there. I was kind of surprised, but, well, fuck, man. It is what it is, I was glad that I would get rid of my monitor when I did. And I gotta give them props. They were pretty painless. They were, like, legitimately, like, just give me my money back. No questions. Like, here you go, dude.
Right.
So I got to give them credit for that. Their warranty worked out. I was a little worried that they're going to...
It's good from them.
I thought they were going to tell me to fuck off. Like, fuck you. That's one pixel,
Chill out for Chapter 11, and,
we'll call you back in 3 years.
Yeah, till the IRS, or, till,
Yeah.
Support figures it out.
But like I said, man, I'm loving the new GPU. I was getting to play with it last night. Today I'm gonna get to play with it some more tonight. I look forward to seeing what it looks like on VR. Speaking of VR, the Oculus Rift. I told you guys that I was gonna play a game last week that I did play. It's called Asgard's Wrath. This is exclusive to Oculus, so Josh probably has access to it and stuff. He doesn't have his headphones in right now, so he can't listen. But pretty much, it is an RPG. And what's really cool, Gunny, you start off with you're the god of like animals or something like that. That's what you are. You're the like the Norse mythology god of animals. So you control animals and creatures. You can like move them around and possess them and shit. But like for example, the first person that I started off with is this girl, and Loki calls her like the princess of fire or something. So there's this chick. She looks like the girl from Hellblade, so No Sacrifice, like this Viking chick or whatever. But she's like all fucking like, raw. She's gonna go get revenge for her brother that died or something. So she's like starts off with her like on this boat, and like the god of water, which I'm assuming is who the fuck is the god of water again? What's his name? God damn it!
I know who it is.
What's the god of water? God of water. Poseidon. Yeah, he pretty much makes him wreck on this island, and then you start off, and Loki's like, okay, like you're this god now, like you need to help her, like achieve her goal of revenge. So it's like you're looking at the world top down, but then you look at her, you like focus on her, and then you like possess her, and now all of a sudden you're playing as her in first person, like on the ground. You're in the game, and so like I pretty much what I did was I possessed this shark, and the shark, I was able to turn it into like a monster that like was his job was to protect her, and I even told the shark like, okay, your job is not to protect her at all cost. So she has no weapons. So like I'm walking around as her, and she has no weapons, but she can point at something. Like she can point at like those like little draugrs, like the skeletons that pop out of the ground. She points at them, and it's like attack, and the fucking shark will go up to him like fucking, and stab him, and then at any given time you can just like. I think you can just leave the possession of the body. So like you like back out and it zooms out to like the top of the world, and it's kind of like a little playground, like a little toy box. You can like move shit around.
Okay, that was my first.
You can pick things up, and like for example, there's like a little bridge and there's a gap that's broken, and you can like find like the bridge that's the piece that's broken. And you can like pick it up off the ground and like rebuild the bridge so she can go across it and like find like the hidden chest and like unlock the chest and get stuff. Reminds me a lot of God of War and Hellblade and all those games kind of mixed in together, but in a VR mode. And it reminds me of Moss as well because it has that top-down view where you can fuck with things and move the environment around. But at the same time, you actually play first person and you take over these people and you're helping these people through their stories. So I'm assuming this is the first story of the game where I'm helping this girl get revenge for her brother that died. And I'm assuming the next story could be about a guy who's trying to assassinate somebody or something. You know what I mean? Like, I'm assuming the story's going to go where I'm a god and I'm just, like, fucking with different people's lives, and helping them or whatever as a god. And also, as the gods, you can go back and go to, like the tavern where all the gods hang out. And there's, like, this, like, it's like a little tavern. And, like, you're in this tavern. And there's Loki, and he's drinking at the bar. But like, there's all these other people, like a bunch of like Viking-looking people. They're all around this tavern thing, and you can like walk around and like see the band playing. There's a band playing. There's like a crazy-looking monster thing that's playing like the drums, and one's playing the guitar, and the other one's singing. And you're like, whoa! Like the detail in that. I turned everything up to like epic settings or whatever, like the maximum settings you can put everything on, like maximum resolution, maximum everything. And dude, the detail on the characters was fucking insane, Gunny. I was like, holy shit, it looks real. Like it's the nicest looking VR game I've ever seen. It really is.
Sweet.
Have you played this, Josh? That Asgard's Wrath, the Oculus game?
No, not yet. I only got... I picked up my Oculus and had about money for about one game, so...
Okay, but it is incredible if you ever get a chance to try it out. I mean,
it's really, on my list. It looks really good.
It really seems to me like it is granted, I'm only like an hour or two maybe into the game, but like it really seems like a full-on RPG, like top-down world. You can look at the world and then you zoom in and like possess people, and then you're playing first person, and you're like, whoa, I was just up there in the sky. Now I'm in this person's body, and you're running around and like. The detail on it is amazing, Gunny. Like, there's nothing that I can compare it to on the PSVR. It's like Astrobot, but
I was
like
going to bring
God
up either
of War
that or
style.
Blood and Truth.
Like, it's really like Blood and Truth looks really good on the PSVR, Gunny. Take that and like add like another 3 layers of textures. Like, the characters are so fucking detailed. You can see the fur on their faces, like their armor that they're wearing. You can see like the little fucking the fur on their fucking armor and like the different things, like the leather straps they have on and all that shit. Their swords, like when you grab a sword, you like hold it and you like fucking move the sword around. It looks fucking, it's insane, dude. It really is. I just can't wait to see what it looks like with my new GPU. It's gonna be like fucking even more fucking mind blowing. I think, you know what I mean. But it is a full price game. I think it's $49.99 or maybe $60 even. But you can only buy it through Oculus. That's the shitty part. Like only they sell it. But you cannot buy this anywhere else. And you got to have an Oculus headset or like find one of those workarounds to make it work with it.
Oh yeah,
and it only runs on Oculus.
Yeah, it only runs on that. So there's that.
With so when you're in that hub world, when you're up, talking to the other gods or in that bar. Mm-hmm. So is there just a lot of banter? Is it just like quest giving things or things that help you once you go down to that first person view?
So yeah, so up there there's banter. So there's banter that people are drinking. You can drink with them. You can like pull out a mug and like drink. And there's a magical mug. So like as soon as you drink everything, you put the mug back down and like refills itself like magical, like an elf gave it to you. And then
wow. That looks awesome.
And then there's like there's really cool like pig creatures, like there's beast and shit. Like there's this really huge guy. He's kind of like as tall as Josh over here, but he's like this really huge ogre looking guy, and he's the forge master. So he's like in the back of the room. He's like banging on like those, like the people that are like blacksmiths and shit.
Anvil.
Yeah, he's banging on the anvil with the sword, and he's like, "What do you need?" And you're like, you make me armor," and he's like, "Well, I can make you more gear, but you need to go back down to the realm of the living and like find shit to like for me to build you stuff." And there's like a little like goblin thing that's helping them blow down the fire. And then you turn around and you like there's like a creature in the back of the room. He's playing like chess or something on the table, and he tells you to sit down, and he's like, "Oh, like you need to find some things for me and then come back here and I'll tell you tales of whatever." And like it's like this whole world, and you can like grab cups. Like I was grabbing like the beer bottles off the table and throwing them at people. And they would like react like, "Hey, what the fuck's your problem?" And they'd be like, "Oh, my bad, my bad." And then like you can like wave at people and they wave back at you, and like it's just real fucking immersive, dude. Like, and up there you could just listen to stories about like these people talking about like they talk about I forget what they call humans. They call them the living or like the normals or whatever. They have like a name for like humans, you know what I mean? Because they're not gods. So, like, they're, like, the normal people or whatever the fuck. But, like...
Stormland looks like something else that would be good to play next. Yeah,
Stormland looks really good, too. So, I mean, I really had a blast with this Asgard's Wrath. And the reason I moved everything into this room, Gunny, was for that game. Because that game has, like it told me, like, you need at least 6 feet by 6 feet to play. Because you can actually walk around in the VR and, like...
That's cool.
And, like, fucking move around and do things. Like, when you're in a room trying to figure out a puzzle... You can walk around the room and pick things up and like do all kinds of cool shit, dude. It's so good. It's something else. It really is.
I mean, because the last thing you want to do is put your hand through a window,
Yeah.
End up over at ER.
Yeah. So like I feel like in this room I'm gonna have enough space here. Like once
punch your brother.
Clean it up a little bit here. I'll have enough space that I have enough space to game in this VR world, and I look forward to playing more of it. I mean, I really look forward to playing that Saints and Sinners Walking Dead, though. Like,
yeah,
Josh,
that looks good. I watched little bits and pieces of that gameplay. It looks pretty cool.
You fucking sold me, dude.
Yeah, you'll want that, and you'll want to pick up Boneworks at some point.
See, like, I keep hearing Boneworks. I keep hearing Boneworks, but I'm like, I looked up the video for Boneworks, and I'm not interested in puzzles.
It's a lot of puzzles, lots of shooting and stuff like that. I think it's kind of like, not like a tech demo, but just
it seems like a tech demo for like Half-Life.
They're definitely a lot. It's a bit of a smaller dev team too.
Yeah, but it looks good though. Like I hear like Boneworks is like the game to play right now.
Yeah, they're the people that made Duck Hunt, not Duck Hunt, but Duck Season.
Duck Season, yeah.
Where you can actually like jump out of the Duck World game and like you can like shoot you can shoot anyone in the game, or there's all kinds of weird glitches and stuff.
That game is good. But yeah, I'm excited to see what the world of VR brings me, man. Oh, it's so fucking good. So good, Gunny. You need a fucking Rift, dude.
I'm telling you, yeah. My kid wants one. I need to get him a new PC first. So nothing too extravagant. But
your PC will run a Rift.
Yeah, yours will run just fine.
Yeah.
I have a 1080 Ti.
Yeah. I know. I checked the specs. I had Mayo check, and he's like, "Yeah, you'll be able to run it just fine."
I think minimum specs for VR, isn't it like a 1060 or something like that?
Yeah, it's a 1060.
But remember, guys, that I did invest in the PS4, right? So, and that's in the living room again, where we could just put up a chair and me and the kid can play it. That was the whole the whole point behind that. So currently, right now, I probably could put an Oculus in here if I wanted to, but there wouldn't be any room to like move around, or if I wanted to.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I had a problem with was the room. I mean, I had room, but like it said that I needed more room, and I felt like I did need more room because I often find myself walking around or trying to move around. And I'm like, oh fuck, I hit the bed or I hit the wall. Fuck.
Yeah, see, there's like a bed right here. This is my kid's room. And
are you going on Steam VR first and drawing out your area or no?
So for Asgard's Wrath, what I did is I did the Oculus save zone. So like, you know how you do the Oculus, it tells you draw the ground or whatever, like the circle on your room. So like I did that, and I feel like in this room, like obviously I have way more fucking space. Like this whole square area right here is gonna be for that. So I look forward to playing that game again. I'm actually playing that tonight, I think, after the show. Either that or I'm playing The Walking Dead.
Play some extreme Beat Saber, and I mean, before you know it, Jesus, you're going to be able to put your feet in your mouth. You know?
Oh yeah.
Right? You're going to be like Elastic Man.
Elastic Man. Either that or I'm gonna hurt myself.
My arms in a pretzel around my back.
Jesus, why in the hospital? I was trying to do some extreme shit in VR. It didn't work out so well.
I hurt myself, guys. Yeah, send help.
I was sticking my foot in my ass. It didn't work.
Oh man, but yeah, that's what I've been playing this week, man. I'm playing some more Red Dead. Yeah, Red Dead. I was trying to mod it, and I don't know how to mod. I realized that this week. I was trying to mod it, and like it gave me some issue, and it didn't want to work. Gunny, what the fuck?
Because what I do...
And I even watched like a YouTube video on how to mod and everything. I did everything the guy told me to do in the YouTube video. It didn't fucking work.
Are you using like a Nexus Mods type thing?
Yeah, I'm using Nexus Mods.
Is it direct to the file, or is it integrated into...
So you need like some...
A lot of it's editing the actual game files most of the time.
I used to do that back in the day with GTA 2, but I haven't done it in years. So now I use Steam Workshop.
It's like...
Subscribe, and then you go in and you apply mod, and then it's there.
Yeah, but like like for Red Dead, you have to use Nexus mods or whatever. So like, I was trying to add the mod. There's a mod in there for like Arthur Morgan has handcuffs. Instead of like tying people up with a rope, he can handcuff them, and that way they cannot escape. Like they can never break out of the handcuffs. You know how they could break off of the ropes? Well, they can't break out of the handcuffs, and I wanted that mod. There was another mod that was called like realistic shaders. Like they've added like somebody went through and like enhanced the graphics of the game to make it look even more better than it already looks. So like I wanted that mod. There was another mod that added like realistic. So like pretty much what happens like in the game, you start off with like a nicer gun, and like all the guns are unlocked from the beginning, so you can like go up to the store and buy any gun you fucking want. Which I'm like, fuck yeah, give me that. Like I didn't want anything that was game breaking. Like I didn't want like unlimited money or whatever. I didn't want any of that shit. I'll still play the story through, but I wanted to some like stuff that makes it a little bit different. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Does it show active on your Nexus mods? Does it show that the mod is active?
No, because normally I have to download some file and then put the file into the Red Dead Redemption 2 file folder.
See, I don't mess with that. So what's nice about Nexus mods is, let's say it is like a game that I play, like where it's Witcher doesn't have the greatest mods, but for example, I can go on Steam, activate some mods from there through the Steam Workshop, plus go on to Nexus mods and say, add this one, what I would just call easy mods, right? So it'll show that they're active, and boom, it kind of works together.
No, see, for Red Dead it's different. Cool. Like you have to install like some shit that. And you gotta install something else that adds like a menu into the game so you can activate the mods. And I'm fucking lost. I don't know, dude. I don't want to fuck on my
Watch some YouTube vids, baby.
Dude, I watched lots of YouTube vids. It didn't fucking work. Josh, I need help. Send help.
You're a hacker.
Yeah, no thank you. I definitely have to work on the modding thing. I've been trying to mod Witcher 3, and it's definitely very complex.
Yeah, it is.
Just trying to add stuff. I like, luckily I like the Steam Modding is a lot easier because it's already built into Steam. Makes it a lot easier to just download what you want and add the patch to your game, which I like that a lot more.
It's
But
so
I know
much easier.
Rockstar doesn't like when people mess with their game. If they didn't have to make Red Dead so fucking boring and so long, people wouldn't have to put exploding bullets in there to make the game a little more interesting.
Yeah. Like, see, I just want like better guns and the new shit. There's like another one where like somebody added the mod where like you can rob any bank at any time. Like you don't have to wait till like the story missions. So you like walk into the bank, point the gun at the dude, and be like, "Hey, give me the money!" And like you take him to the back, make him open the vault. It runs just like it's like running to like one of the story missions, but it is, you can do it at any bank at any time, as many times as you want, and get a bunch of gold and shit out of the banks. So I want that mod.
It's so hard to get gold in that game too.
Yeah, and like you can get like 20 gold bars out of the bank if you just rob the bank in fucking Valentine in the beginning of the game, and then you're set, you know. So like,
yeah,
I want that mod so I can rob the bank. I don't give a fuck if I get 300 fucking bounty on me. I'll have $10,000 in the game, whatever. But like, I can't figure out the fucking mod. It doesn't let me like. It's like, oh, this doesn't fucking work. Oh fuck. I have to watch more YouTube videos. I guess. Damn it, Gunny.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, whatever. Anyways, people, let's talk about news. It's video game news time.
Beep, 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 beep. Bum, bum, bum.
What the fuck? Let's move on to the news. Speaking of Red Dead Redemption 2 mods, Gunny, Red Dead Redemption 2 has now a hot coffee mod, if you know what I'm saying. Partner.
I don't.
And Take-Two now wants it gone, Gunny.
Yikes, look at the picture of that lady. Eeks.
Oh, yeah. Looking mighty fond there, partner. Hot coffee is inaccessible in minigame Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, blah, blah, which the main character CJ has a coffee with his girlfriend, except it's not coffee, Gunny, but sex.
Oh.
It gained infamy when San Andreas arrived on the PC and modders dug it out of the code, and even though the simulated sex was primitive and everyone was fully clothed, the game was strictly re-rated as adults only until Rockstar released a patch, completely removing the content. But in this new modern era video games, modders don't need to rely on buried assets and snippets of code. They can just make things themselves. And that's what happened with Red Dead Redemption 2, which now Gunny has a hot coffee minigame of its own.
Oh, I need to get this on PC.
But it may not be around for very long, though, Gunny. As a YouTuber said in a video that a legal representative for Rockstar and Take-Two Interactive has told the mod community to take it down. So the mod was uploaded to Nexus Mods on February 12th. It apparently caught the eye of Take-Two and Rockstar shortly thereafter. From February 18, so there was a quote stating that Red Dead Redemption 2 EULA prohibits acts like decompiling, preparing derivative works based on, or otherwise modifying the software. So, this includes a prohibition on users creating and uploading or posting material that it's vulgar, obscene, sexually oriented, or inconsistent with community standards. So, well, we'll see.
Look what it says here, Jesus. It says that mod doesn't contain any nudity, right? It talks about those are animations from the junk bar mission with Lenny, my boy, which are still in the game.
Lenny. That's the only sex scene in Red Dead Redemption 2. The only sex scene in the whole game is in that Lenny cutscene, and you can totally miss it if you don't open a certain room door. It doesn't happen. You just miss it.
Sorry about that.
Lenny, what are you doing, Lenny?
I know. I went upstairs. I'm like, what's going on in this room?
Yeah, what's going on in this room, Lenny? Lenny, my boy.
Hey, so even with a game that's, as adulted as it is, I guess you got to draw the line somewhere. And it looks like they found it.
No sex because adults are totally not playing this game.
Right. I could see if people were like, I don't know, like, so they just want to keep streaming it or something, but that would be more of a Twitch or Mixer streaming thing.
Yeah, well, I guess.
Not a Nexus mod or whatever mod company that, user-based thing. Yeah. But I guess we're now into the streaming of features, which is crazy. I don't know. It's, I see, you open that door, right? They open that door for modding.
Valve says that the index will be back in stock, Gunny, before Half-Life Alyx launches.
It better be. I need to pick one up.
Dun, 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 dun. The coronavirus is to blame for far fewer units being shipped out at the moment. And so Valve, with their new high-end Index VR headset, which is still out of stock as a result of the coronavirus outbreak, the company anticipates far fewer units shipping over the next few months than initially planned. However, Valve also anticipates having inventory available in time for Half-Life Alyx. They said, quote, with Half-Life Alyx coming March 23rd, we are working hard to meet demand for the Valve Index, and we want to reassure everyone that the Index systems will be available for purchase prior to the game's launch. However, the global coronavirus health crisis has impacted our production schedule, so we will have far fewer units for sale during the coming months compared to the volumes we originally planned. So they might have like 50 in stock.
Yeah. Hey, you better
Foxconn is shut the fuck down right now, guys. We're fucked. We are fucked as Americans. There ain't no technology being made for the next year if coronavirus keeps up the bullshit. Speaking of coronavirus, I haven't given you guys the updates, right? I need to give you an update.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you gave us one last week or not.
Last week I gave you an update. I need to give you guys a new update for this week. So, let me give you the update now, Gunny. Updated stats here. All right. As of 10:50 a.m. today, the Hong Kong passengers on Diamond Princess cruise ship have now arrived home. As of 9:55 a.m. today, China reported 648 new cases from yesterday and an additional 97 deaths. Yeah. What do you think about that, Josh? Huh? 648 new cases in just one day.
Yep, and I believe it can stay in the body for like up to 30 days or something. That's something crazy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the people that are on that cruise ship, they're still in quarantine. They're still stuck in China.
Oh, fuck. I'm scared. And it says here, this brings the mainland in China total to 76,936 cases with 2,442 confirmed deaths.
Yeah, if you get a second time, it can kill you pretty quickly, a lot faster than the first time even. So like if you can get it twice? Yeah, so if say you get cured and you get reinfected, it can kill you twice as fast.
Gunny, you can get reinfected, Gunny.
How?
Ask Josh. He told me if you get reinfected, you die quicker.
No shit.
I saw an article or something about that
I thought we're supposed to build immunity when we get reinfected.
That's what I thought.
It's like a lot of people that are having a real trouble with it are a lot older. So, I mean, Gunny's probably at more risk than you or me, Jesus. So.
Great.
Gunny, I'm going to miss you, Gunny.
I'm wearing those latex gloves, level 42.
Oh, it sounds like Josh just got the coronavirus. Fuck.
If you need the line at Walmart to disperse really quick, just cough a few times. Be like,
coughing.
Man, I've been coughing ever since I got back from China, and the line will just dissipate.
Oh man, ever since that trip to Hong Kong last week.
That line will be non-existent.
Oh, at least I'm not coughing up blood this time.
Let me tell you, Gunny, some more updates.
You need to get through the DMV real quick.
Just do that. More updates here. 9:23 a.m. today, South Korea reported 123 new cases and its fourth death confirmed today. This brings the country's total to 556 infected, Gunny. 556. And hold on, move on to more. As of 8:30 a.m. today, Gunny, cases in Italy have now jumped. They have now over 79 cases with 2 dead people in Italy, Gunny. Gunny.
This is going global.
Let me tell you about 7:55 a.m. this morning. The Hubei province in China reported 630 new cases and 96 additional deaths as of today.
You start burning bodies.
Oh my! Oh, we're fucked, Gunny. We're fucked. This is coronavirus update, people.
At least viruses can't be spread to the virtual world yet, so thankfully there's
cancel E3.
Well, let me talk about that, Gunny. Next piece of news I have for you here is from Boston. So Mayor Walsh is now formally asking Sony to reconsider pulling out of PAX East Gaming Showcase. So last week was a big announcement. Sony's president and chief executive officer said that they will be canceling all their appearances at PAX East because of the exposure to the COVID-19, which is the coronavirus. And now the Boston mayor is saying, please, we need you guys to come.
We need money. We need tax money.
But the thing is, a lot of these companies are limiting the travel of their employees because they don't want people to get fucking sick. So, I mean, what do you do? I mean, you know what I mean? As a...
you just... Yeah, right. If you can't bring everybody together at the one event for that company, then it's hard to put on an event.
And it's not just Sony that has backed out. Facebook has said that they've backed out of showcasing
a few others.
Oculus shit because they're like, fuck that. We don't want people to get sick.
Makes sense that they're doing that. Yeah, because when I first read that, I thought, oh, come on, that's just BS. Maybe they have nothing to show. But the more I kind of read into that, I realized, like, yeah, there's different pieces of the puzzle that come together for an event.
I mean, like, even like Josh just said, this is a serious virus, people. Y'all think there's no big deal. Fuck that shit. Motherfucker, this shit's going global. It's fucked. We're dead. Gunny, you're dead. You're old. You're old, Gunny.
I'm old. I'm way old. That's right. I'm gonna die first.
I'm probably gonna die too, though, Gunny. I got asthma and shit. I'll probably fucking die too. I'll be with you, Gunny. We'll be partying in heaven together.
Well, you know what? So you remember that text I sent you guys earlier this week? And it's actually probably a good thing, Jesus,
what you sent me?
About my company getting hacked. You know why?
Why?
Okay, because we use these handhelds that are, those Motorola-based handhelds that we have. I'm sure other companies out there, I've seen them also, beer companies use them as well. Even like some of the same similar models. Is you figure these things I got to hand them over to customers, right? And, I'm doing that 30 times a day. So now I just hand them a piece of paper.
Oh.
And I either give them my pen or they use their own pen to sign it. And then I just take that piece of paper, I can grab it by one edge and walk away. So it actually works out better for us as the drivers that we don't have to keep handing over these handheld devices. Yeah. As they get both hands and they cover it up with their nasty,
fucking nasty coronavirus hands.
They cough on it. This plastic device that they sneeze on and then they hand it back to me and go, here you go, I signed it. Yeah. That's good. I'm less at risk now at work. I don't want it. Keep it away from me.
Moving on to more news besides Sony and Facebook dropping out of PAX East, which is a big fucking deal. Let's go on here. Nvidia is now teasing thousands of more games for GeForce Now as a service reaches a subscriber milestone. That's right. GeForce Now, the new streaming service that was just released by Nvidia, has now reached over 1 million subscribers, Gunny, in just a few weeks after its launch.
Nice.
1 million! That subscriber total includes all new users from both the free plan and the Founders membership, which itself includes a 90-day trial. What were you saying, Gunny?
I was going to say, any interest to this at all? Like, I mean, that's one thing where we haven't... Okay,
no.
Let's just go back a little bit. Do you remember when you tried out that service? It was the cloud-based PC
Stadia?
service. No, not that piece of shit.
That train wreck?
Not that dumpster fire. The one before that, it was for a short stint that you tried it out. And there's several...
the Shadow PC?
The Shadow PC.
Yeah.
Okay, but now that we have something maybe established, because now it's more... there's a library of games that we could try out. But they're focusing more on that PC side of things, correct?
Yeah, I don't know.
Kind of.
Right? Yeah, so I thought, okay, this is actually
good. You
good.
still have to buy the games on GeForce.
Yeah, you have to still buy them on GeForce, and it is a monthly subscription too. So
I thought it was like I thought it was more like Microsoft's Project xCloud. Hey, play like 25 games.
No. This is anything. This is what games that you own, and if the publisher supports it, because they leave it up to the publisher to decide if they want to include their game in GeForce Now or not. So some publishers are saying, no, we're not going to let you stream our game, while others are trying to get their games on there. For example, Destiny 2 was just added to GeForce Now like a week ago.
Yeah, they definitely need that exposure because that makes sense for them, right? Because that's going to be they're probably going to self-publish Destiny 3, right? And they need that money.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, think of it. Also, some publishers have decided to pull out of support for NVIDIA's GeForce Now. For example, Activision Blizzard is a company. They've took out all their games from GeForce Now. So, like, every single game they have is out of there.
Yeah,
so, like,
they don't need exposure.
No Overwatch, no World of Warcraft.
They have
none
advertising
of that shit.
dollars, of course. Yeah.
But they do say that they have over 1,500 titles ready and waiting to be approved for support.
Sweet.
And which is a pretty rapidly growing library compared to Google Stadia.
Yeah, and unlike Google Stadia, doesn't require you to purchase games. Instead, it works with games you already own, which is cool. So
it's still asking you, like, that's a weird statement where they're saying, like, it doesn't ask you to buy games, but it's like, yes, you do ask people to buy games.
I mean, as an introductory,
you have to either own the games, or if you're trying this out for the first time, you got to go and buy the games. So either way, it's the same as Stadia, but more supported. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I like how they're twisting that. We're not making you buy games. It works with the games you already own. It's like, really?
Yeah, right.
What if I didn't own any games? I still have to buy them.
Why's a store right here? Yeah, what's a store with all this stuff in my face? Yeah.
But
with prices listed underneath it.
If you live in a supported region like America, you can subscribe to GeForce Now and enjoy your PC games from anywhere, Gunny, across PC to another PC, on your Android phones, no iOS support yet, and NVIDIA Shield TV, which is that new little thing that you can plug into your TV and, like, it works like, hey, I'm playing my PC games on my TV, Gunny. Whoa!
Hey, I probably have something on because I've got the Android TV, but I haven't checked any to see if they added any apps to it. Normally my TV lets me know, like, hey, I'm going to do an update. You want to do it? Then it just adds more stuff. But
if you scroll down that article there, Gunny, there's another piece of news that I want to talk about. Arcade 1UP, that arcade maker that makes new cabinets or whatever, it's been pretty popular lately.
I've seen those.
They've now unveiled an NBA Jam cabinet with online multiplayer support, and it's now available for pre-order. That's pretty cool.
Those are, like, perfect for your size, Jesus. They're like midget cabinets.
Fuck off. You fucking tall asshole. Those are Jesus-sized cabinets. You fucking dick.
For you, Josh, you have to stack two on top of each other.
I know, they definitely do. At an arcade, it's horrible. I'm, like, hunched over, like, just trying to play most
like
games.
in a regular arcade? No, it's
You gotta
a regular
sit on the floor, play it.
Imagine playing on one of these. You have to be, like, on your fucking knees, and even then you'd be too tall.
You have to sit on the fucking floor.
Put a pillow down.
I was really interested in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one because I really loved that arcade game. But, like, even that one, unless you have, like, four midgets that are incredibly skinny, it's not going to work.
Yeah, that's a quarter muncher, isn't it? That Turtle one.
The Mortal Kombat series creator Ed Boon recently posted a question to more than 500,000 Twitter followers on his account, and he asked, what is the most important element of the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X? The options in Boon's informal Twitter poll included an affordable price, better graphics, exclusive games, and backwards compatibility for last-gen consoles. It says here more than 50,000 people took part in the survey, and an affordable price was the most important factor for the voters. Affordable price accounted for 37.5% of the vote, followed by last-gen compatibility at 30%, better graphics at a low 19.2%, and exclusive games the lowest at 13.2%. Boone said that he was very surprised to see exclusive games ranked the lowest.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I think it's affordable price. That price means everything at launch, man. You can't have a console that's going to come out at. I even think if you're going to go 600, you're not going to sell as much.
No, and that was the thing where even listen to a former Sony CEO on that Ryan McCaffrey's his other podcast that he does. So, yeah, and they talked about that where
Unfiltered.
Unfiltered, where they talked about the PS3 at launch and the price that it came out. It was $600 if I remember.
It was
correctly.
$800.
I remember it was really expensive, and like he was saying, like he goes, yeah, like it's not even like something we thought about even then. Like we thought, oh, people are gonna, it's gonna take off. People are gonna buy it at this price, but like no, like it was such a
we all know
bad decision
at the beginning of this console generation. What really fucked over the Xbox was the price, and we all know it. We can look at it and be like, that's what really fucked over you. Well, you guys fucked up.
And look at, so even if they didn't have, let's say they didn't even have the Kinect.
It was $599.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was.
It was $599 and $499.
I was at $800 in Canada. Is that what
so it was the 20 gig version was $499, and then the 60 gig PS3 was $599.
Yeah, and that's the one I think they announced or something, and people were like, "What the fuck?"
Because the Xbox came out at what, $399?
The core option was $299. The Pro version was $399.
Yeah, I remember they had that core. That's what it was. The one with the hard drive, the arcade one or whatever.
Oh yeah, that thing was a pile of junk. But I mean, Red Ring of Death filtered over all that crap after like a year.
I remember they had that's when Xbox had the cool, like the black one, right? That was the Elite.
Yeah, I have one of those. Yeah, I have an S. It's a 360S.
But yeah, I mean, price is everything, dude. I mean, it really is. This is a stupid way to not look at it. Of course, price means everything.
But I would still think I'm still looking at this graph chart or this poll from Twitter, and I'm like, okay, better graphics 19.2, exclusive games 13.2. I swear I would think those would be flipped.
I honestly would.
No.
I'm at least happy that the new systems are both going to have M.2 SSDs, so games will load a hell of a lot faster. That's honestly one of the biggest things for me, because like on both systems right now, it doesn't matter if you have the X or the PS4 Pro, the hard drives are slow as fuck.
Yeah.
Like if you compare load times on either of those systems to a PC, it's night and day difference.
Oh,
even if you're comparing just to like a normal slow SSD compared to like the M.2s.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I keep some of my games here on my SSD, and they fire up pretty quick, especially if I try to launch from startup on my Xbox, even my X, Not that I'm running like a timer or anything, but just generally I can be like, okay, these games are pretty damn fast on an SSD.
Moving on now, GTA 4 will be returning to Steam on March 19th without the multiplayer. That's right. So, Nico Bellic is back in town, motherfuckers. That's right. Rockstar has now announced that GTA 4 will return to Steam on March 19, 2020, but will be missing the multiplayer and online leaderboards because, Microsoft no longer supports games for Windows Live. So, there.
Yeah, I remember that being a debacle when they took that off. That was...
Who honestly cares at this point?
Right, so I think they're like not putting too much effort into it. They probably got like a 3-man team in the back office.
People are playing GTA 5.
Take your time on this one. We don't want to put any more money into it.
Moving on to more news. Call of Duty's Modern Warfare's Battle Royale mode apparently will launch in March. So Call of Duty Modern Warfare is supposedly getting a Battle Royale mode in March 2020, according to sources who spoke to VGC. The sources who are apparently part of the U.S. development team said that the new mode is, quote, at least a few weeks away, and unless there are unexpected delays, will probably launch in early March. Which, yeah, like this has been confirmed pretty much because if you go to Call of Duty right now and you launch the main menu, there's like a tab now that says classified. So like they have single player, multiplayer, and in the middle it says classified, and then it says store, and then options or whatever the fuck, or co-op. So like there's a fucking tab.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the Battle Royale.
They put a placeholder in there.
Yeah, it's a placeholder now. So I'm assuming it's going to launch in the next few days, maybe in the next week. But anyways, the Battle Royale mode will be called Warzone, and apparently will be available to all existing Modern Warfare players. It will appear in the main menu where an option is currently listed as classified, and it's also said that the Battle Royale mode will be available for free as a standalone game, but players of that version will be able to upgrade to the full version of Call of Duty. Apparently, the Battle Royale mode will have a unified progression with the existing Battle Pass as well, so that would mean that any cosmetics that you've already unlocked on your Battle Pass will carry over to the Battle Royale mode. Finally, VGC sources say that we'll hear more about Warzone this week. That's due to North American content creators reportedly having been invited to play and capture footage of the Battle Royale mode ahead of the announcement. These rumors come after a week of leaks that seem to all point towards Modern Warfare getting a Battle Royale called Warzone. It all started when Activision announced the game's second season with the cinematic that included soldiers dropping from an airplane onto what seems to be a larger map surrounded by gas. All vital elements that go into a Battle Royale map and mode. Data miners then got to work and discovered files pertaining to something called Warzone. Meanwhile, some players accidentally found their way into the map, seen in the cinematic via a bug. But anyways, speaking of that...
Okay, there's another article, right?
Activision has now demanded that Reddit identified the Call of Duty leaker. That's right. They
slapped him with some kind of lawsuit, right?
The video game publisher has now invoked the Digital Millennium Copyright Act against the tech giant to give up the identity of a user who posted information about the upcoming game release. So it says here, Activision, the publisher of the Call of Duty franchise, has filed a DMCA subpoena against Reddit, Inc. to identify alleged infringers who leaked information about an upcoming Call of Duty title. The Reddit is a service provider to a subject to the subpoena. Reddit user Assyrian2410 posted infringing Activision content. This filing was submitted on the 14th of February in California's Northern District Court. Pretty much.
I'm down for the Battle Royale. Blackout was good, except it just died so quickly.
Yeah. Right. I mean, I see my brother play it every once in a while now, and there's people still playing it. There's quite a bit of people.
I get sick of watching that map at the dock. That just, gosh, I can't even watch it anymore.
I just compared to Apex, like even Blackout looks like shit. Because my brother plays Call of Duty Zombies like all the time. Like that's all he plays. That's all he fucking plays is zombies. But he also, like, his friends also play Battle Royale, Blackout. And, like, that's what he plays. That's a Battle Royale mode. That's what he plays. He doesn't play Apex. He doesn't play PUBG or anything like that. So he only plays Blackout. And I sometimes I sit there and I watch him play Blackout. They're pretty good at it, him and his team. But I'm like, this looks so shitty. Like, compared to even to Apex, dude. Like, Apex is so smooth. Everything's so fast and fluent. And, like, even this looks just clunky and, like, shitty. Like, the loot on the ground looks like shit. The graphics look like shit. The game looks like shit. It just looks bad. You know what I mean?
It's not, it's very, I feel like the graphics, even watching, like I said, when I watch it on an iPad or even on my, or on my PC, it's lackluster. I think that's a good word. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I just expected better from them. Hopefully this Warzone will change that.
I bet it's going to look fucking amazing. And I bet it's probably going to be way bigger than, like, most Battle Royales because, first of all, it's Call of Duty. It just has the fame, right? But it's going to be, if they go free-to-play like this says, where, like, they're going to have this mode as a standalone.
They should.
You don't even need to have the game to play this mode. You just fucking download this mode on anything. And it's crossplay with everything, dude. Like, it's already crossplay with everything right now. That's fucking huge. That's
the big part.
That's Fortnite huge right there. That's that kind of like you're at that level at that point. You know what I mean? You're like at Fortnite level, like everything's crossplay.
And I remember I said that with Black Ops, right? And I was like, Jesus, they should do this, right? They should just make it free to play. You don't need. And you were like, no, they're not going to do it. And I was like, fuck.
But they're not. But now is the perfect time because they have crossplay. Like crossplay changes everything, Gunny. Like with crossplay, if you can get everybody in there for free. And you can say this player base will take a longer time to dwindle. Even if we release 2 new Call of Duties, this player base will still be strong because of the crossplay. It's going to have a longer life. Like Call of Duty should really, if they were smart, this year they wouldn't release a new Call of Duty. They would just keep updating Modern Warfare and then release a new one next year with the new consoles and keep the people fucking playing. You know what I mean? Like Rainbow Six Siege, they've already said, Ubisoft already came out and said, next gen consoles, we're not making a new Rainbow Six Siege.
That's good. That's
Rainbow Six Siege right now.
Maps, more operators.
Yes, they said that the game you have right now is going to be patched for the new consoles, they said. And it will be updated to new graphics, new shit. But all your content, all your operators, everything that you've done up to this point, your stats, everything will carry over to the new console.
Yeah, and one of the original or second tier operators that they released, I mean, back, over a year ago, which they consider one of the, I didn't read the article, but it was one of the worst operators that people agreed on, that, they might deactivate him for a little bit, and then they gave him like some kind of electric rocket grenade launcher or something,
Oh, shit.
So, and I just love how they play around with that stuff instead of saying, "Oh, we're just not going to do anything."
They could have at this point made a new Rainbow Six Siege and milked people for more money, but they're not. They're like, look,
they can rubber stamp it every year.
Yeah, they're like, if you want to buy the new season, buy it for $40 or whatever. But if you have the game, keep playing it. If you want to just grind it out and unlock the operators that way, you totally can in that game. Like, you totally can just play.
That just makes me think, like, listen to some podcasts this week, and it just makes me think if, not the initiative, the coalition would ever do anything like that from that Microsoft side and say, can we just make Gears of War like a free-to-play online thing and just have it,
It would never
evolve?
be as big as Rainbow Six.
No, but...
Never.
But would it be more appealing?
It would be a little bit, but it would never, ever be as big as Rainbow Six. The reason I say that is because even Rainbow Six has its own style. Gears is that third person, like, it's just a completely different type of game that I know some people specifically don't like that style of multiplayer. Like, me...
Siege has also taken time to build up over time, too.
And
Because when that game first came out, it was a dumpster
yeah,
fire.
it was, but like what I'm saying, Josh, is Call of Duty should follow this model and just stick to fucking Modern Warfare for the next 2-3 years until you release the next part of the Modern Warfare story. Like say, fuck it, we're scrapping Black Ops, we're scrapping all these other games. Let's have all these fucking dev teams work on like fucking the new Call of Duty in the next 5 years. But instead of having like the Raven team and the fucking Infinity Ward team and then the Treyarch team have different things, fucking put him on making map packs or put him on making like modes for the game. Like, hey guys, we're gonna have a new event. Like, I like the fact that
they do have third-party studio.
No, but I like the new shit they have for this update for this week for like this season is they have tournaments now. Where like you can like go in there with your friend and have 2v2 tournaments, and you actually have like brackets, and you see the brackets move as the teams are winning. And when you get to the championship, you have a chance. You and your friend have a chance to win that championship, and you get like so much double XP or so much XP points, and like these cool things. Like that shit's fucking cool, man. Like have more shit like that, like events and contents and maps. They could do so much.
Problem is Activision would never go for that, and that's the big problem.
That's the problem. They love money too much.
They're a bunch of greedy fucks.
But they would get so much more money if people saw that. If I saw that they were supporting the game with like a bunch more maps, like if they came out and said, "Look, guys, we're not making a Call of Duty this year, but we promise you within the next 2 years or 3 years, this Call of Duty is going to have every single map that's ever been released for Modern Warfare, every single map from DLC." From the base maps, it's going to have every single map remastered, redone, with the new engine, etc., coming out to you guys for free. If they said that, I'd be more than happy to buy their stupid fucking bundles for like their skins and shit. Because sometimes I look at those bundles, I'm like, that looks pretty cool, but that costs $10, and I don't feel like I need to pay that when I already bought the season pass or the battle pass. But
I think that's why they're trying the seasons right now and see where that goes and see what they're making money on.
They need to fucking like follow the Siege model. Sell your shit. You can sell cosmetics. You can sell all that. But at the same time, support the hell out of the game. And just release content constantly where people are just fucking constantly playing the shit out of it,
Right.
Because I could see myself playing this Modern Warfare for fucking years, dude. You know what I mean? Like, if they really stuck to it and they really just... Like, if they said, fuck it, we're doing the Rainbow Six Siege thing, I would play this forever, man. Like, legitimately, I would.
And I'm sure they look at that when they look at like something like Apex or
Yeah.
Different models.
Fortnite. Look at Fortnite model. Look at those models and copy them. I mean,
Overwatch. These games that even though they're coming out with that Overwatch 2, but I think in that situation, that Activision situation, it was already in the works.
But even Overwatch 2, what they're doing is smart. They're saying that if you own Overwatch 1, you're still going to be able to play with Overwatch 2 people.
That's cool. I love the way that
they
announced that right off the bat when they said, no, we've been working on Overwatch 2. Like, even when this game was announced.
Isn't the only difference between Overwatch 1 and Overwatch 2 is Overwatch 2 has like a campaign or something?
Yes, I believe so.
But like, even if
that's what I heard on Game Informer.
Yeah, like, even if you play
I even
Overwatch,
read that on I get the magazine
if you play Overwatch 1 and you just want to play the multiplayer for 2 and have the new characters, you can unlock them on 1. Like,
I believe it was Andrew Reiner who was talking about that.
Yeah. So like, that's fucking cool. Like, but hey, if you buy the second game, we're gonna give you like these pack of skins or whatever. But to get these skins, you gotta buy the second game. Fuck it, why not do it that way? Do it with Call of Duty. They need to do that with Call of Duty. Just start merging all your fucking universes together, the maps, the shit. The Call of Duty could be so much bigger than what it is today, man. So much. Like, it's big today, but it could be like killing Fortnite. It really could. It could be WoW. It could be the WoW of first-person shooters, I would say.
Well, they showed.
They did it right.
I was listening to like the top 10 games of the last decade, and of the top 10 games, and these are like just top selling games. Call of Duty took 7 of them.
Yeah, right. So it's not like we need to change.
Yeah, so I don't think.
Like I don't think
Activision sees. Yeah, Activision doesn't see having to go yearly like that because they're. I mean, out of the last decade, they have 7 of the top best-selling games.
Yeah, like that's insane, right? But like, I mean, they could literally be the WoW of fucking first-person shooters. They really could. They could be the biggest first-person shooter in the world, like even more than what it is now. Like, it is the biggest, one of the biggest first-person shooters in the world. Is the most known, easily recognizable franchise, but they could be even more than that. They could literally be like the fucking World of Warcraft. You know what I mean? Call of Duty could be World of Warcraft, but fucking Call of Duty style. Have skins and fucking guns and armor and shit you can unlock and fucking operators and more characters and blah blah blah. Gunny, you can do so much, dude.
I'm telling you. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's their Joker card at the end of their.
That's
run.
What's gonna. Yeah, like they need. Yeah, like I think
now it's.
You're right. I think that's what they're keeping
is, right?
I mean,
because right now they're like, we're not.
We don't need that. We don't need that. Yeah, we could just
keep coming out with a new one every year. $60.
We do what we do because we
buy the
money.
$100 edition.
But I think you're right. I think their last. That's like their last like ditch attempt would be that to like, oh, now we're gonna merge everything together.
And by that time, we're like,
fuck you guys.
And then there's a new millennial coming in. Yeah,
Battlefield did it first. Fuck you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh man, Battlefield used to come out and do it before Call of Duty does.
They need to do something, right? I mean, even though I prefer Battlefield, but that's just me. You know me, I'm more of that like help. I need reviving because I suck.
What do you prefer, Josh? Do you prefer Battlefield or Call of Duty?
Battlefield.
Yeah, Battlefield.
Not like Battlefield like World War II. I prefer modern Battlefield more.
Battlefield 4, dude. Oh, dude, they need to come out with the new one so badly.
I think they're going into this next console generation because that's when Battlefield 4 released was when PS4 first launched.
I'll buy that day one.
Like
and that's they're on rotation because last year they didn't release anything. They didn't release anything last year. It was just Battlefront was the year before that, I think.
Well, Apex came out last year early, but that's not DICE.
But I mean, DICE switches back and forth between Star Wars Battlefront and Battlefield.
You're right. Yeah, they must.
So this upcoming year would be the year for a new Battlefield game.
And imagine they've been working on it for 2 years now, 3 years, 4 years.
2 or 3 years.
I love the different classes.
Yeah.
I'm definitely that Battlefield player. I need to get back into that. I totally miss that. I miss playing medic.
I love shooting people with tracer darts, like snipers that are camping. I'll shoot them with the tracer darts, and then go to the other side of the map, take a rocket launcher out, lock onto them, and All of a sudden, they're sniping, a rocket just comes out of nowhere and blows them up.
My favorite thing was taking dog tags at Battlefield 4, man. That would be like my goal. Like if somebody sniped me from across the map on top of a building, I'd figure out the fucking how to get up there, and I'd like sneak up behind them and just take their fucking dog tag. I'm like, you motherfucker, that's what you get.
And it showed in your profile, which is cool. And
it showed
that's kind of like in Tarkov now. You get that too when you kill someone, you get their dog tags.
Oh, and it shows you who you killed last or whatever.
Yeah, it shows you who you killed. Well, I mean, you have to go and pick them up. Yeah. Obviously, but it's kind of like that cool, so you can kind of see who you've all killed. It's also funny when you can pick up multiple of the same person.
Yeah, I remember
wasn't it?
I remember killing like popular people. Like one of them was Major Nelson. I fucked his ass up. I was on his team and I was like, I'm gonna kill this guy. So I switched teams and I went against him and I fucking took his tags. He was playing with like his usual crew, like that one chick that was on his podcast. And
he would play that all the time.
He would play Battlefield quite a bit. I would run into him every so often.
I probably haven't listened to that show since then, but you know what my favorite thing to do, Jesus, was that in that Battlefield 4 was like, let's say you did get up on one of the tall skyscraper buildings, and you'd be shooting at people down below or helicopters or whatever, and then they'd basically figure out like, okay, we need to send a squad up there. Send them to the elevator.
Oh, the elevator.
And they'd all come pouring in, right?
Fuck.
And every time I would just once I knew that they were just going to take us all out or they got the advantage, I'd jump off the building.
Yeah, fuck it.
And then I'd die so they couldn't get the kill.
I love the destruction in that game. I
was like, bye.
The building going, like the alarm going beep, 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 and the fucking building starts collapsing and everything starts going sideways. You're like, oh, fuck, time to jump out of this fucking thing. And then everyone's just jumping off, that shit was so cool, dude. Battlefield 4 was fucking great. What happened, Josh? What the fuck happened?
I don't know. They went back to World War One, and then they just
which I thought was going to be cooler than what it was, and it was cool for like a bit, and then I was like, "Fuck this! I'm tired of this."
Yeah, you need a good squad. That was the thing, right?
World War II. I heard that they got like the new. They got the Japanese, the Eastern Front.
Yeah, now, I played that. I did play that for free.
Brink was telling me that like he said that. He said that the aesthetics are really cool because it's like the Eastern Front, and like you don't see that often in video games that are World War II related. We always see like the fucking France and Europe and shit, but we never see like Asia, Japan, all that shit. But he said that like he was playing it the other day, but he said it's just campers. He's like, it's boring. He's like, it's boring. He's like,
there's not enough of them. Like, man, like as soon as you come over the smallest hill, like the sniper can see you, spot you right away. You're on that.
He said it wasn't as fun. Yeah. So you know what? I might just buy Battlefield 4 and play that. I need a good shooter again. Battlefield 4 was dope.
Yeah, and then you can invite me to a hardcore map, and then I could just shoot everybody on our team. Yeah. And you can be like, Gunny, it's hardcore. Stop.
Gunny's like, I'm killing everybody. Gunny, we're playing hard. I remember one time.
They're right next to me. They're easy shots.
I was playing with Gunny on Xbox, Josh. We were playing, right? I forget what map we were playing on. But Gunny's just like so excited. He's like, dude, I'm getting all the kills right now. Like these guys are just standing here. I'm killing them. I'm like, I started looking at what he was killing on the kill feed. He was just killing all our friendlies. I'm like, Gunny, this is hardcore. You're just fucking killing all of our friends right now. What are you doing? And he's like, it's so easy, Jesus. What are you talking about? Hardcore is so easy.
And you're just like, what are you doing with that light machine gun? I'm like, I'm a medic, man. That's what I do. I help people.
Luckily, in like Modern Warfare now, like when you do kill people in like hardcore, it used to kick you like from the game, which was really always annoying.
Yeah.
But luckily now it just makes you commit suicide.
No, and then if you do it again, Josh, the damage reflects on you.
Yep, it reflects on you, and you start killing yourself, and you're like, "What the hell?"
Fuck! I killed myself 3 times now.
Fuck. I only killed Evan Tanaka once.
But I think it's smart that they do that in hardcore now because
I did it accidentally.
Because people in hardcore do get accidental kills. I mean, I do it sometimes, or like when you shoot, like say you shoot a javelin across the map, then all of a sudden the spawn flip, and you're like, you kill your whole team, and you're like, oh fuck, I got kicked.
Well. Or if you're playing Shipment, if you can go on Shipment and complete a full match of hardcore and not kill someone on your team, you are just amazing at that game.
You are.
True.
Because I team killed at least 4 times every time I play on that fucking map. That and Rust, dude. Fucking Rust and Shipment is like fucking team killing galore. Oh shit. But that's That's all I have for news, I think, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, real quick, guys. If you're looking to purchase an Xbox One X, Gunny, right now, the I don't know if you ever heard of this website. I've heard of it before. bnhphotovideo.com.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I don't see them mentioned very often.
The website is bhphotovideo.com. You go there right now, search for the Xbox One X bundles. They had that Gears of War 5, that super custom edition console. They had that for sale like just a couple of days ago, like a day ago, Gunny, but they sold out. But they have all their consoles, they have right now the console by itself. They have an NBA 2K19 bundle, which comes with that game, and the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order bundle, which comes with that game. But they're down to $299.
That's the same way at Best Buy as well right now.
Wow, they must be running into like their inventory.
It's because it's like around tax season and people are getting their refunds, so they're doing kind of like a tax season sale.
So I say for anybody listening out there that thinks, well, I'll just wait for the next gen. How far away is that?
At least November at the earliest.
Okay, so November, but I say buy the X now for that $299, and you're solid for the next 2.5 years.
You really are. I mean, if you want to wait, like say you want to wait for the next gen to drop in price,
and then you can go sell your X, and still, I think you're going to be in the black.
Yeah, if you wait, say you wait for next year for the price drop on the new consoles, or even 2 years from now when the price drops kick in for the new next Series X Xbox or whatever. I mean, you're going to be set. This console, the Xbox One X, will be supported for at least the next 4 or 5 years, probably.
At least, yeah.
You know?
I'd easily say 4 years.
And it's a good console. It's a fucking great console. For $299, it's a fucking good price, I think. Am I going to get one?
I really have are just, playing AAA titles, and sometimes if I just leave it running, it'll just crash.
Fuck, you're right, Josh. All the bundles are on sale for $299 everywhere. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's good. Get it now, folks.
Get it now.
That would be for your 4K experience, I believe.
4K TV.
Get yourself a
4K TV and the bundle.
Oh, I think it was, I think it was Wingman and Rob. They were talking about buy a TV now due to whether it be coronavirus or tariffs put on by
I agree.
fearless leader. I don't know.
We see it. We saw it with the Valve Index. They're saying it's the coronavirus. We're having issues getting fucking stock. I think that this year we're going to see a lot of devices get either a bump up on price because of the virus, where they cannot get enough manufacturing going, or they're manufacturing it somewhere else where it's costs way more to manufacture.
Well, don't a lot of tariffs?
That'll be the last resort, though. The last resort is Xbox moving their manufacturing to another country. That's like the absolute last fucking thing they will do. Like the only way I could see like Sony and or Microsoft saying we are fucking moving manufacturing of the Xbox Series X to Mexico or somewhere else would be like if Foxconn just shut everything down.
Well, okay, so right now Foxconn has to ramp up production on the next, the newest, not the newest, but it's that whatever that new iPhone they're coming out with, which is the affordable one. I don't think it's the 12, but whatever they're calling it.
But yeah, I mean,
so they got to make like how many millions of iPhones, and I don't even think they've even started yet. Are they they're on? So from the latest, from what I hear, is they're just on a skeleton crew.
Yeah, and so they have to work on the iPhones, they have to work on the new consoles, they have to work on the new GPUs, the new CPUs coming out this year, the new GPUs coming out. It's a lot of shit they work on, but I feel like some of it is going to have to be delayed. I mean, honestly, if it gets really, really fucking bad to the point where they shut down even more plants around the world, it's going to be where, like, they're going to delay the consoles. You know what I mean? I can see a delay of the consoles launching.
Yeah. And not only that, but I think tariffs, I'm not trying to scare anybody, but there are tariffs coming, because I know even with our company, things are going up a certain percentage on import tariffs.
Yeah. As far as consoles,
other countries, so.
As far as consoles, though, they won't be affected. So don't worry about your console getting a tariff. As far as GPUs, they won't be affected.
Oh, that's
as far as motherboards, CPUs, they won't be affected. TVs, I don't know 100% sure if they'll be affected or not, but they said most electronics should be good. The problem isn't the tariffs, Gunny. The problem is getting enough shit fucking out the door for people that want it. Because you know what's going to happen is, if it turns out where like there's not enough inventory, what happens is they'll sell the whole new batch of inventory for the new Xbox or the new PS5. And guess what, Gunny? They're going to be sold out for fucking months. It's going to be a situation where Christmas is going to come and people are going to be stabbing each other for, we got one in stock, and there'll be fucking murders going on at Best Buys and Walmarts around the country.
The parking lot.
And you know, Josh is going to be beating people up. Being 7 foot tall, he's going to be stomping on people to get the new PS5 and shit. And, you know, it's going to be dangerous out there, Gunny.
Are you going to wear body armor, Yoda?
Am I going to wear body armor?
Yeah, over at the Walmart. Over at
no, because I want to be arrested.
Goes to get his new PS5. He's just beating people up. Fucking, he's set though. He's big. Me and you are the ones that gotta worry, Gunny.
You guys just go in between people's legs. You guys just blend in with all the rest of the Oompa Loompas, and you know,
probably just be arrested for stealing. You know, after we run out the door.
But I mean, like,
as long as they don't have a sign that says you must be this tall to purchase.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be the problem later on. I think it's this production of shit, dude, and it might not drive prices up from the manufacturers. It could be that Xbox says, no, we're sticking to 500. But the problem is, there's nothing on the shelf in the store, Gunny. Right? You go to the store and you're just trying to buy the new Xbox. You can't find it anywhere. It's sold out because they just don't have any. Literally, it's sold out. The only people that are going to have those consoles are the crazy ones that bought it, like pre-ordered them.
Bought it, put it on eBay. Yeah.
And they're on eBay for $700 now.
More than that.
And you're going to be paying.
That's how it was last. Yeah. The last time PS4, when PS4 and Xbox One first came out, it was the same thing. Like, you know, stores had such short supply. Black Friday, like you see these mega long lines, and like there's maybe 10 or 20 consoles per store, if that.
If you didn't pre-order, you were pretty much fucked.
Yeah, I mean, I had my PS4 on pre-order, and I didn't pick mine up for 2 days because I was working.
Same here.
And they're like, if you don't come pick it up, we have to sell it.
Oh, really? They called you and told you, like, get the fuck over here?
Well, yeah, because I had a hold on it because that was in such hot inventory.
Damn.
Yeah, I think it was the Xbox One launch. I think I went to Best Buy, but I had to wait 2 days because I was working.
But yeah, the fucking... That's what we're going to see this year. I think there's going to be some shortages for sure. I mean, we're already seeing it with the headsets. I mean, we look at the Rift. How hard was it for you to find a Rift, Josh? Did you have to order it online or something?
So I've been like waiting quite a while for a Rift, and then I just saw, recently after the first of the year, I had been looking like every week to see like when Rifts were going to come in stock, and I like checked each day, and I finally saw one that was in stock. I'm like, gonna go buy it right now before they went out of stock, and they've still been stocked for like a few times at Best Buy, but like if you're looking for a Quest, you can't find one of those anywhere.
No, those things are really sold out. The Quest is that standalone one, guys, and that shit's like popular as fuck. Like,
I know, and I had a friend, and he's like, "Oh, you should just get the Quest." And I'm like, "Why?" I'm like, "I have a powerful enough PC. I'd rather have the Rift S. It's more powerful. Then I can use it with Steam. I don't have to use a link cable or anything like that. And I also like the better graphics that you get with the Rift S versus the Quest.
Yeah." Mm-hmm.
The Quest does look quite a bit choppier than the Rift S.
Does it? I never tried the Quest, so I don't know what it looks like, but yeah, that's what I heard.
Like it's like I know like a lot of people get like the Quest and stuff if they plan on doing like some of the multiplayer games. They have like different ones like where you can walk around areas and like.
And see that might be perfect for my 13-year-old who plays with other, people in the same age group.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean that might be something. I mean I wouldn't let him borrow that too far since they're like $600.
Yeah.
Yeah. He takes pretty good care of his stuff. So,
but I mean, Gunny, like if you don't want to buy your kid a new PC to buy a new Rift, just buy him the fucking Quest. And like, here you go, kid. You got VR now.
Right.
Yeah.
And I smartened up today, and I mean, finally he was like, "Hey, let me check out your Steam library." So I can share.
But
Are you gonna let them play? What's it called? Breeders of the Neverrealm.
Raiders of the Neverrealm. What's that?
No, Breeders of the Neverrealm.
Oh, no, that. Oh my gosh! I think. Oh my, you know what? I think did you hear me talking about that game?
Oh, I was in one of my other Discords, and they're like, "Yo, you gotta check out this game."
Well, okay, so I think I really didn't talk about that game. Oh man, on the show,
Dude, it's messed up.
So it's funny. Like I came home early one day, and I saw it on Steam, and it's like, and I was kind of reading over it, and it's like free to play. So yeah, I fired that. I don't know, man. I did play it. I did talk about it.
You would play that shit, motherfucker.
You know what? I usually would not get into these things, but I thought, okay, well, let me just install it and see how it is. But yeah, I don't know how to talk about this game without being too raunchy or.
It's basically fantasy chicks with their tits and giant dragon dicks.
Yeah. I honestly, Jesus, I did not know like just how sexual or vulgar this game even was, but
it's bad.
Yeah, it's bad. I remember like starting off, and let me just go through it really quick. I know I've touched on this before.
Play some porn game,
as less R-rated as possible, where you start off and you're talking to this chick and she's telling you how you're pretty much like this like sex, person, and you're almost required to, have a lot of sex, and that's what you're here for, right? And so I remember I had taken off my clothes, right? And I'm just running around with these like, jugs, right? And so it was bad. But I remember I came up to this other chick, and she's like this cow chick, where she milks a lot, and you start doing things to her, and and so I'm like,
I'm watching. This is a porn game with animals.
Yeah.
Are you into bestiality, Gunny? What's going on here?
I think that's what it is. So then I'm like, okay,
this is like a furry's fantasy. What the fuck's going on right now?
Okay, so then, right? So then I'm like, okay, after I was done with her, right? I'm like, I don't know. So is this some kind of like lesbian type game? I wasn't sure.
I'm looking at screenshots. There's a gorilla having sex with a woman. There's a woman that looks like a dragon. There's an angel-looking woman. There's a cat-looking woman. There's an octopus woman. Octopus with the tentacles and everything.
Oh my gosh.
There's a fox. There's a big cat. Big old cat.
So the big cat. Okay, check it out. So here I am playing the chick, right? This blonde, regular human chick, right? With, all the curves and...
Why are you playing this game, Lenny, first of all?
Listen, so I downloaded it, right? I didn't even know.
What do you mean you don't even know? What did you look at the screenshots of this shit or anything?
No. Okay, listen. Let me tell you what happened, all right? So then after I was done with the cow chick, right?
Oh my
and I
God.
heard about what I did, and and I loved the dialogue. It was funny, right? She's
I bet you loved such great dialogue in this game, guys. That's why I'm playing it.
I was like, okay. And there's things you can do for like, if you like your milk, like, the regular milk versus like the lighter one. Oh man, you can change color.
Excuse me, Gunny. How I like my milk. Is that what you just asked me?
So okay. So after I was done with her, right? I'm like, is there like a quest doing this game? Honestly, here. So I'm like, are there a quest or something? All right. So then I start walking through the woods, and here comes this cat, the large cat that you see on the screen. Right. And you could tell, like, I'm like, it's a guy because he's got this like member, right, that just shoots out. Right. And no joke, throws me to the ground. I fucking uninstalled this game. I still can't wash it out of my eyes after what happened.
Did you get attacked by a cat, Gunny? This is some serious violation going on here.
Violated.
Where did the cat touch you?
It didn't touch me. It did things that I'm not proud of. And I seriously, I exited the game and uninstalled it right away.
Why did you install this in the first place? Is my question.
When I came home early on a Thursday, and I'm like, "Oh, there's a new game," and the way the guy described the game, I'm serious. He was like, "Oh, this is a game that I built on my own, and it's and it's and it's adult like." But I didn't know it was like porn XXX or yeah. So I was like, cool. Let me just download it. It's free. Check it out. Okay, graphics are cool. You can play as different fantasy guys or girl. I think it was. You had the option to be guys. I'm not 100% on that, and you can change sizes on different things and colors on hair. And I thought, okay, this is cool.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And so, like I said, after I was attacked by the cat, I was done.
Yeah. I mean,
I know. I was like, I could not fucking believe I played it either. And then once I was violated, I was done.
I mean, I have a question for you, Gunny. Why did you ask me how do I like my milk? You never answered the question.
Do you like a blue? Do you like a green?
I mean, does it pertain to anything you were talking about? I mean,
do you like skim milk? Do you like lots of milk poured on you?
Oh, there's milk pouring in this game?
Not pouring, it's more shooting.
Oh, we got milk shooting in this game.
Shooting, yeah.
Okay, we got some milk shooting. Oh wow, okay.
And so I was, and I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny because the cow lady's like, yeehaw, you like that more milk shooting thing, right? And I was like, Goody's
like, yes. Goody's like, yes, I love it. Just shoot more milk at me, cow lady.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm talking about this. But right after that, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm going to go find me the next adventure. And then the cat attacked me. And it came after me with that thing and did some things to me that I'm not proud of. And I was like, fuck you. Uninstall this game. I'm never playing it again.
I mean, I'm sorry, Gunny. I'm sorry you had to go through
It's my fault for downloading the stupid thing.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. That's fucking horrible.
It was horrible. It was horrible. Yeah, it was bad. And I remember telling you guys, like, I'm not going to talk about that game. But
you kept that secret for how many months, Gunny?
You don't play Breeders of the Nephilim.
How many months have you kept this secret from us, from the community?
Man, I think it's been 3 months.
Gunny's got like 4 hours into it.
Wow.
It's still on my fucking Steam thing.
Yeah, you played it. It shows that you still own it.
Friends who recommended this game, Gunny's profiles right there.
Oh man.
And it shows Gunny is like on one of several of my friends that played it.
Wow, Gunny. Wow.
Oh man.
Be ashamed, Gunny. Be ashamed.
I'm like totally embarrassed now.
Josh, is Jesus' name on there?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Your name will probably fall under VR Paradise.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I saw that one. I saw that on VR.
Ooh. Hey, can we move on to the community question of the week?
Yep.
Because
yeah, Gunny. Yeah, you embarrassed now, Gunny? You motherfucker, you.
Oh my gosh, I can't. Yeah, I feel dirty.
Having sex with cow people.
Yeah,
asking me how I like my milk. Oh, it's a personal question.
I feel like extra. Yeah, I don't know.
Extra what, Gunny? You like your milk extra, Jesus?
Do you like extra white? Oh, all right, I'm done. I'm done.
Oh my God, Gunny. Let's talk about Ninja real quick. Last piece of news I have here for you to keep you cleanse your brain from all that shit you just heard. Ninja, the most famous pro gamer in the world, apparently, is sick and tired of people treating his sport like it's a joke. And now he's invoked the name of LeBron James and Tom Brady to make his point. He said, quote, "If anyone ever uses the excuse, it's just a game, I'm going to lose my mind. Imagine telling LeBron James, Tom Brady, that when they're pissed off after losing a game, that it's just a game. Like I'm going to lose it. Are you kidding me? You're so stupid. It's the competitive nature, bro. It's about respect, bro. It's about pride. It's so much bigger than a fucking video game. Anybody that ever uses the excuse It's just a game, is a horrible human being, and is lazy. You're a lazy human being. He said, there's always something to learn and always room for improvement. Never settle, Gunny. What do you think about this comment, Gunny?
I'm kind of split 50-50 on this one. I get it that he feels pressure from the hundreds of thousands of comments that he gets, so I can see why he would say this. Like, it obviously got the better of him. And it was just more of him lashing out, and I think that's where that came from.
You think he just got, like, frustrated or something?
Yeah, that's what I think. I don't think that... Because I saw some friends on Twitter, normal gamers like myself, that were just like, oh, God, how arrogant of him. What an asshole, Yeah. But I kind of read into it more from... Because I've seen it from other streamers, up-and-comings, like let's take that Darkness 429, who I think is really coming into his own and is quite popular. And I've seen him,
Tim.
And Jesus, if you remember him from his earlier days on Twitter or Facebook, I don't see it as often from him anymore, where it did affect him.
What do you mean?
Like people that just talk shit, constantly on his stream or comments on his Twitter or on Facebook or on Reddit. Right.
That's one thing about doing what we do, even as podcasters, or even if you're streaming. It's pretty popular if you're streaming, or if you're like a YouTuber. You're always going to get a troll that just loves to talk shit. And these are the types of people that just love to keep talking to you.
They're very manipulative.
To get a reaction. Just to get a reaction. That's all they care about. They don't give a fuck who you are. They don't care what you look like. You could be any race, any color, any gender, any sexual orientation, and they will call you everything in the book. Everything. I'm talking like racist shit, sexual shit. They'll say mean shit. They'll talk about your looks, your weight, your height, the way you play a game, the way you hold a controller. If you're using a controller, they'll talk shit about a controller. If you're using mouse and keyboard, they'll talk shit about your mouse and keyboard game. If you're playing a game, they'll talk shit about your frame rate. They'll talk so much shit about your name, about anything, literally anything, Gunny, and all they want is a rise out of you. They want you to get fucking riled up. That's it.
Yeah. Very manipulative. I've seen it so many times. I've seen it from chats and different places where, people might say, well, I'm being polite, but really they're just being assholes.
I mean, we've seen it in the community. And
I feel like he just took that sword and threw it in the ground and called it right there.
We see it in the community every so often, where like we get a person in the group, in the Facebook group or something, that gets the people riled up. Just to piss people off.
Yeah. I've seen it in other groups.
Xbox sucks, fucking, or PlayStation, like, on our group, there's a lot of people that really just like to troll on PlayStation people. Like, hey, fucking PlayStation sucks. I mean, a lot of it at the end of the day ends up being amicable, where like people are like, they do it just to get like fucking poke fun at people. But like, if I ever see shit get serious where people are legitimately talking shit to somebody because they like to play on PlayStation in our group, I'll fucking ban them. I don't give a fuck who you are, you know what I mean? I will ban your ass, because that's just bullshit. Like, it's cool to have an argument with somebody and like a discussion about something, and you get passionate about the discussion. That's fine. But once you push it a little too far, you need to fucking sit your ass back down and reanalyze what you're fighting over. You know what I mean? You're fighting over a fucking box under your TV.
Right.
That you shouldn't give a fuck about, really.
Yeah, and I didn't watch that stream from Ninja. I just kind of read a little bit of bits and pieces of different articles and comments and stuff, but that's what I gather. That's why.
But as far as Ninja going, where like he's comparing himself to like big athletes, I could see it. He's not an athlete, I would say, but he's an entertainer.
Entertainer for sure. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that shit gets stressful, dude. To like set up a stream,
right?
Be able to stream for 9 hours straight or whatever, and stay talking that whole time and engaged with people. Like, yeah, it may be easier than a lot of our jobs, but it's still at the end of the day a mental like toll. Like, can you imagine his family, what some people say of him? Like, there's somebody in his family that talks shit about him. Like, oh, look at that fucking asshole. He makes millions playing video games. What a fucking nerd. There's those people in his family that talk shit. There's people probably around him that talk shit to him or whatever.
And then there's also those people that might say that, it might come up to him, whether it be regular viewers and people in his chat, and just be like, you hear what people are saying about you? Like, I don't want to hear what people are saying about me, you know? Like, they're not going to always
hear
keep
what Dr. Disrespect said about your stream?
Yeah, or him or anybody else or an entertainer, fellow streamer.
It's just whatever. Like, fucking let it go, man. At the end of the day, everyone's just having fun. We're all having fun, Josh. Stop being so serious. Yep. Making fun of me because I'm 5'7".
And I'm only 6 foot. Damn it.
Josh is 7 feet tall, people. 7 fucking feet. That's not normal. That's like giant size.
It's Gandalf size. Or Chewbacca size.
It's tall as fuck. You could dress up like a Chewbacca.
Yeah, you shouldn't be Yoda the Third. You should be Chewbacca the Fifth.
People would think you're fucking Bigfoot if you walk through the forest. Like a suit on. They would be like, that's Bigfoot. That's fucking Bigfoot.
I'd be recording.
I don't know. There's there was an article earlier this week. Somewhere in Minnesota, some guy was growing medical marijuana, and apparently Bigfoot broke into his growing house and stole a bunch of weed. He went through like a concrete wall and fucking stole 40
Holy
plants.
Shit, really? Like, was it like a legal grow? Like, it had to be legal, right?
Yeah, he was legally growing it, but he said a creature broke through a concrete wall where his plants were and stole a bunch of plants.
What kind of weed
He
was
means
smoking?
the people he illegally sold the weed to broke through the wall when he told them to. And he's going to say, guys, it's cool. Just break the wall down, leave some fur there, and I'll say it's a Bigfoot.
Leave some footprints. Big-ass footprints.
Yeah, leave some big-ass footprints around, and I'll just say a Bigfoot came in and stole everything.
Because you figured then
he's insured. He's insured. He has insurance or whatever. Like, hey, guys, pay for my wall to fix it or whatever,
Right, because then you know how they put on the news, guys? You know how they put on the news, if anybody has information relating to this, right? I would have been like, oh, man, Josh, But
I'm just saying that's some dude that
I don't know where he lives, but...
That's some dude that sold all his weed to some fucking narcos or something, some drug dealer in Canada or something, and now he's saying, Bigfoot broke and stole all my weed, guys. I don't know what happened to all that weed. It got stolen. Yeah, right, motherfucker. Keep an eye on his bank account, people. If all of a sudden $100,000 gets deposited or something, you know why.
The article, this is funny.
All right, let's move on now to...
Community topic.
Community questions.
And the question for this week is, what would it take to get VR, that virtual reality, if you don't already have it? And if you already own it, do we have it? Wait, what does it say? If you already do have it, what made you purchase VR? And so our first one comes from Discord. Mandalorian says lower cost and games that don't lose the appeal once the novelty wears off.
I feel like we're getting into that situation at this point where we're getting games finally that are long games that seem to be full-fledged out games.
Yeah, like that Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, that's a 20 to 30 hour experience. Half-Life Alyx comes out, that's going to be 17 to 25 hours.
Yeah, so this is some big games, man. And Asgard's Wrath, that's like a full RPG.
That's a full experience.
What about Blood and Truth? How long is that one?
Blood and Truth is an actual full experience as well. I mean, I think now it's that one's 17 hours or something like that. 15 hours maybe. Still, it's a full game,
Yeah, that's definitely a full game. Full price.
It's not a 2-hour game or whatever. Those are full fucking games. So, yeah. And as far as lower cost, I mean, you've got the Quest that starts at $400. You don't even need a PC.
Blood and Truth is about a 6 to 8 hour experience.
Oh, okay. Well,
what's
there you go.
What's the Galaxy one called? And that one's $200.
Are you talking about Elite Dangerous? Or are you talking about Lone Echo?
He's talking about headsets.
The headset one, the Galaxy. I forgot the name of that one. It's
Odyssey.
Yeah, the Odyssey, and then I was just adding to what Jesus said on different price headsets. VR.
Yeah, there's different entry levels. I mean, you can totally buy the Odyssey, and I think Matter of fact, one of our community members, I think it was Bill Gardner II, he bought the Odyssey headset for like
Yeah, he loves his.
for like $200 or something. He said he bought it for like $250 or something. It was on sale, and then sure enough, I went to the Samsung website. Look right now, it's on sale for $229. You save $270 because this is actually priced normally at $500, which is more than the Oculus even. But right now it's on sale for $229.99. And I'm sure with like some workaround or something, you could probably make it work with the Oculus software and make it work with Steam. Well, Steam usually works with anything, but you can make all that shit work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, the next answer was from somebody named, what is this? ATV?
That's Little Mayo, I believe.
Oh, Little Mayo. Okay.
And
Little
I added
Mayo
on
says,
his answer as well.
he said, for me, it's just a money thing. Once I'm in the situation to afford it, I will get it. Yeah, I like to have the best version of the headset. If I'm going to go and spend the money, then I like the best version of that purchase. Like my computer, I could be done with one right now, but if I'm going to make the investment, then I want it to be a worthwhile investment. And I agree with that. I mean, I feel like the Oculus Rift S is the best headset on the market right now. The Vive, the Index.
The Index is the best, but not all of us have $1,300.
But the best, is it really the best though? I mean, Josh, it's fucking it's $1,000, dude.
It has the best hand tracking, and it has the best tracking.
But
in
it's
general.
$1,000 compared to $400.
Yeah, I know it's definitely a lot more comfortable to wear for like longer periods. Like it definitely has a lot of great things going for it.
But still, though, $600 more.
It's very expensive.
Though. Like you could
That's
buy
like the Apple.
You could buy two Oculus headsets.
Yeah.
You could buy two Oculus headsets and still have $200 left over to buy games, for that much money. So
I unless you are like just rolling in money, definitely not a great choice.
Yeah. On top of that, it doesn't get Oculus support. So like, yeah, true. I'm sure there's a way to work it around. Like I said with the Samsung Odyssey, there's probably a way to work it around with some kind of fucking hacky dashy shit. You fucking figure it out. But to me, it's just like a waste of money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's really way too expensive for my liking. So
on top of that, it's not sold by Best Buy, so like you can get a warranty on it if you break that fucking thing.
That's the big thing.
You break that fucking thing, there's no warranty, dude. You're fucked. You know what I mean?
I saw with that, like a lot of people are complaining of the Index controllers after about like a couple hundred hours, like their controllers are starting to drift. There's no way to fix that other than either buying new knuckle controllers, and those are $500 by themselves.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
No way.
The next comment is from Normie477. Is that how you say it?
Yes.
Yes. Normie.
I got it to watch movies in VR mode and have the element of playing a 3D game. I'm very prone to falling through, which is which I just about did at Chip Cella's house.
Chip Cella.
Yeah, Chip Cella is another podcast, host from a different podcast, but him and Normie hang out quite a bit, and Normie. I'm sure Normie said. I think the one that she has is the Galaxy Daydream. That's the one for your phone. Yeah. I think that's the one she has. So, it's VR. It's fucking VR, I guess.
It's true.
So, but you can totally watch movies and shit on it. So it is what it is.
Yeah, and I have yet to watch or even purchase a 3D movie for my PlayStation VR, which I thought, oh man, I want to find the right movie. Maybe
buy any movie. Oh man, Gunny,
if I'm paying,
any 3D movie, look up the best 3D movies or a movie you even like, but just find it in 3D. You might be surprised.
Because when I go to Target, I see they're $30 for a DVD.
They are. 3D movies are $32.
Yeah,
Like a cool thing with, I know in the Oculus software, they have a thing where, you can go to, comedy shows or concerts.
Yeah. And
as well as, I know they have some of the NBA games where you can basically sit courtside, basically.
Yeah.
And watch from there.
I thought that's pretty neat.
That's what I want. I want to watch, a football game. Imagine watching the Super Bowl or something in VR. You're right there on the fucking sidelines. That'd be so sick. And then you get, the different views and different angles. Oh, man, so cool.
For me, I want Formula One. Give me that Formula One experience.
Oh, Gunny. Oh, so boring.
I can sit here on Sunday.
Watch a car go really fast, and I can barely see it go by.
No, Gunny wants the camera view from the driver.
Oh, you want to see like the behind the driver, like the fucking
Yeah.
You see the dude's helmet just moving around left to the. Taking a turn, his head tilts. Yeah. All right, Gunny. All right, Gunny.
Because the Nephilim, you know.
Oh, all right, Gunny. How you like your milk?
All right. Vetterholic. He says, don't know if the PSVR 2 is going to be completely wireless. He said he'd definitely buy one if that's true. The only reason I haven't invested yet is I don't like having all those wires lying around in the version at the moment. Hopefully it will be releasing alongside the PS5.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to release alongside.
Don't count on it.
Yeah, I would say that it's going to release a year later, maybe even 2 years later, because it's just too much to ask for somebody to buy a peripheral that expensive and then a console at launch. You know, it's like way too much. They would never push those headsets.
I don't think you'll ever see a wireless either, because even if you have like a Vive,
it would have to have its own battery pack, right? Wouldn't it?
Yeah,
just think of the PlayStation headset. It is really just one wire coming down, but
I mean, think about how is it going to transmit the signal to your headset from the fucking console? Think about that.
I would think it would be Bluetooth, but still, you'd need like a separate
fucking Bluetooth. Really, Bluetooth headsets cut out on people that are sitting a foot away from their fucking console. You're gonna let a video transmit through Bluetooth? Really, Gunny? That's not possible, motherfucker. It's just not.
I don't know.
It's not doable.
PlayStation could pull it off somehow.
What do you think, Josh? You think you see a wireless headset?
No, not anytime soon. I mean, like, there's a wireless transmitter you can get for the Vive, and that alone is $300. So if you want to take $300 plus a PSVR, I mean, that way,
$700 headset.
You're looking at $600 to $700 just for the VR unit, and I don't think they'll sell that well either. So if he wants that, he might as well just stick with just getting a Oculus Quest.
PlayStation knows that to be successful, they have to be at that lower price point.
Yep.
And they're going to be at that lower price point. They always will be. Even if they have to cut like corners and make the resolution lower or something, they're always going to be at the lower price point. But the cool thing is that I do think that in the future for the PlayStation VR, the next version of it at least, it's not going to have you won't need the PSI, like the little eye camera thing. You're not going to need that. So I think it will have inside out tracking.
That would be
but
nice,
I still think it's going to have the one wire that connects to your console at least. Or either a box or whatever it connects to, it's going to have that one wire that connects to that. And I think that's just going to be there. But the one wire isn't a problem. I use it with the Rift, and it's like fine, dude. It's like right now, even with the PSVR, it has the one wire that connects to the console, the little box.
Yeah, one's for power, one's for video, right?
Yes, it's a lot of wires to set up, right, Gunny? Like, yes, there's a wire
even just the first thing,
for the camera, and there's the two wires that go to the little breakout box that you have to connect the headset to, but that's it. Once you have that set up on your TV, you don't have to deal with that ever again. The only wires you have to deal with is the one that goes from the headset to the little breakout box, and that's if you disconnect your headset. You can leave that fucking thing plugged in or fucking whenever, and just leave it plugged in and just fucking grab it whenever you need to use it.
I leave it plugged in most times, and then I just kind of put the wires around the side of the TV just so it's out of the way.
Yeah, you put the wires out the way and it's done, right? Like, you never have to deal with it again. Like, yes, there's a lot of wires to set up at first, but once it's set up, you're fucking set, dude. You're fucking set.
Yeah, probably take you 5-10 minutes, but
yeah, at most. It's pretty simple.
Because then the one thing I like about it is with the 2-prong thing on the PS5 or PS4, excuse me, is it does have like the little. You could just know like the direction. You can tell it's facing. It's not that hard. I mean, if you're maybe.
Yeah, it's simple. And on the Oculus Quest, it's fucking the same thing, so whatever. All right, next one.
All right, next one from Jedi of Light, the other Jedi. He says, until VR fixes the possible motion sickness issue, VR is not for me. I know this bothers some people more than others, but then VR is not for me.
I guess.
I don't know what his experiences have been with it. I know that, what's that racing game that I've played with John?
Wipeout.
Yeah, the old Wipeout Omega, right? Like that one really gets me. But I think it's that whole bottom motion and the way my head's weaving and bobbing and trying to, like, I think once I can stay still, then I think it's going to be okay with me. Otherwise, yeah, that one really gets me. Even after I take the headset off and I'm like, fuck, I'm like queasy for the next 15 minutes. I'm just getting that whole motion sickness. Not like I need to go visit the bathroom, but still.
All right. What's the next one there, Josh?
Mech mod. It would take me having an extra $600 to blow. That's a difficult feat for a person in my current position with the size family I have. Plus, I have to prioritize. I'll be building a new PC before even beginning to think about investigating in VR at that point. Absolutely, 100% agree. Especially if you want to get into PC VR, having a PC that can handle it is definitely way more important in my opinion. That's definitely something that you invest in down the road. I would go with the new PC before a VR setup, definitely.
Yeah.
Moving on now. Nipron says, I took the risk of spending a lot of money on VR because I believe in the technology and I want it to become mainstream in the gaming world. And he says, you guys ever seen Sword Art Online? And I've never seen that, but nice move there, Nipron.
So, no, but Sword Art Online, I've only played it on the Xbox Game Pass. Basically, that's the story. It's about you playing as this competitive, Japanese shooter in a VR type world. But I mean, I don't get any kind of VR thing from it. So it might actually be on the PlayStation. I've never experienced it or seen it on the computer, played in a VR way.
All right.
Yeah, actually, the next one, Dead Kamikaze, that's actually Bill Gardner II.
Yeah.
We were just actually talking about that with the Windows mixed reality. It's fantastic under 200. My Odyssey Plus has a 1440p display. Has played everything I've thrown at as well. Still needs work, but it's fun. I'd never drop over 400 for a headset though. That's crazy talk. He actually just got his upgraded too.
Yeah.
Looks like he just got it sent in and got a new upgrade like display or something on it. So maybe that's what that is.
Nice. Yeah.
Ghost Nico said, only if MechWarrior 6 is a VR only title.
Fucking Ghost Nico. We ever get him in the whole decade.
Can't stop playing MechWarrior 6.
Played it 2 months before the decade ended. Brian Tobe Jr. says, never get VR. It is too close to my face, and it gives me motion sickness. I tried it a few different times until it becomes a holodeck like Star Trek. I am out. Cool.
Beat me up, Scotty.
Fair enough.
Play some of that Star Trek Bridge Simulator, PS4. Taylor Troutner, VR chat. Most would say that's a lame reason, but I was tired of walking around without arms in that game.
VR chat, what the fuck?
I've never seen gameplay of it, but I hear about it all the time.
It's basically a giant chat room, but people are like all kinds of different characters and stuff. It's like there's that, and there's like drunken bar fight and stuff like that.
Very social VR. That's cool.
Yeah, it's basically what'll be like the big selling point for VR, or that's like what like Facebook's really going towards.
Maybe, and then add mini games later to it, or in the future. Okay, yeah.
Kind of like what PlayStation Home was supposed to hopefully kind of hit, but more kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Cox said free hardware and games. Because I don't have any interest in VR.
Yeah, ain't gonna happen.
We're not getting anything for free here, Wingman.
Yeah, ain't nothing free. Okay? Ain't nothing free in this world.
That's right, said Gabe Newell. Jonathan, Mr. Hall says, more porn, man. I got one because of this. And the Astrobot Rescue Mission, they roll. Where do I find this porn, John? I've been playing this game on Steam. And so, yeah, I want to, now that, we need to do that Sunday.
Gunny, I came home early on a Thursday.
John, what kind of milk do you like?
I played my porn. What kind of milk do I like? Your wife walks in, you fucking
How do you like your milk?
That should be the name of this podcast. How do you like your milk?
Fucking a cow, and you're spraying milk on your face in VR. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like showing it on the screen what he's doing. Like, oh my, how would you explain that to your wife, Gunny? How the fuck would you even explain that?
I actually told her, and she was like, you're weird. That was her response. I told her a couple months ago.
He recorded some gameplay and threw it up on his Facebook.
Oh my gosh!
I finally just confessed here on the show, but I even told her how triggered I was by that experience.
Oh wow, how triggered I was.
I was offended.
Was violated, guys.
Violated. Thank you.
Shiloh Jocelyn says, I think right now the quality just isn't there for the most part. I have no interest in gimmicky games like pretending to slice objects flying towards me. When there's more titles like Borderlands 2 VR experience, then I'll be more interested for sure. We said, man, there's titles out there.
There's tons of titles.
Yeah.
The problem is, right, Josh? There's titles out there, but people keep saying, I'm waiting for the titles. So the problem is they're not buying the headset because they're waiting. Yep. But then the titles that are coming out are not being bought because people haven't bought the headset because they're waiting. So they're going to be like, why the fuck do we make more titles for this shit?
And losing money. That was one of the big reasons I got into VR, because I was sick of waiting and I just wanted to jump in and, be there. So like right when like those new titles do drop, it's like, hey, I can experience this firsthand.
Yeah. Fuck.
And I think for me, like even right from the get-go from that E3, I think it was at E3 when PlayStation showed it off, where I was like, oh, I like these gimmicky titles, where other people are like, no, I want more a different experience. So
they're fucking cool, man. Regardless if they're gimmicky or not, they're fucking. It's cool to watch a YouTube video in 3D or VR or whatever,
Yeah, and then you get the headset, and it's even, it's what you expected or even more, or hopefully. So, Daniel Taylor says, I'm interested for flight sims and racing driving sims. What I'm waiting for is higher resolutions and higher refresh rates, and we're getting there.
We are.
Well, Index will definitely be the way for him to go, because that goes up to 120 or 144 hertz.
What does a Rift do? 90? No, it
Rift does I think the new Rift S does like 85 or something.
Yeah.
It does 90 to 80.
Okay.
Nice.
Next one is from Brink Bowden, no goggles.
Okay. All right, Brink.
Nothing. VR room.
Just be in the fucking room. Okay. All right, Brink. We'll put you in the video game and then we'll tell us how it is, motherfucker. You.
I'll go on to the next one, so it's pretty short. Riley Smith. I have it. It took me a couple of years to build an adequate PC and decide on and buy my CV1, which is the first Oculus Rift, which convinced me. Just trying it at a friend's house, it blew me away. It really does have the potential to be the next great innovation in gaming. They just need more content.
Yeah, it definitely need more content. It does have the potential, though. They're right.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Miguel Chavez says, I would have to get a PC for this. It would be terrible on PS4. I don't know if, Miguel, if you're referring to a particular game or just how terrible the VR experience is on the PS4. I'm not sure. I haven't found it to be a terrible experience. I'm pretty happy with my purchase.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good experience on the PlayStation. It's not bad at all. Actually, I'm surprised how well it works on PlayStation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For as old as the console is, I mean, that's the Pro. If you have the Pro, it runs way better.
Yeah.
But
so
still,
that's my experience is on a Pro. So
even like on Jonathan's console, he has the standard PS4, and it runs fucking great. Kennedy Krumer says, I have the HTC Vive. I love it. I always wanted it, and I went to a VR exhibit at a museum and finally got to try it. It just confirmed that I wanted it. Okay. Nice.
John Jerome says, faster internet is the only hitch for me. How big are the file sizes of these VR games?
Standard game sizes.
Yeah, they're not 4K, so they are. I haven't had any issues. Again, being on a PS4, I feel like
it's like a regular game.
Added a lot of, again, just experience, not full blown titles, but I haven't run out of room yet, so it's
Mojo.
Yeah, less than what I expected.
Mojo Jojo. MJ Radier. Mojo. Just a fucking Mojo. Mojo Red says, I'm in the group for those of us that have had VR and got rid of it. I had the Oculus. It was a fun thing at first, but then after a while it turned into an expensive paperweight collecting dust. Fucking Mojo. Mojo, get another headset, Mojo. Let's play games.
Mojo's he's our Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
He's our guy with the awesome British voice, but he's French. But he has a cool British accent. Yeah. Mojo.
Don Bennett. I have a PSVR. PSVR blows my mind every time I put it on. waiting for Oculus Rift S to have no wires, or for the Quest to get better specs, or for either to get a bit cheaper so I can tap them and the Steam library. Really interested in Asgard's Wrath and Boneworks. Also be interested in the Walking Dead game, but I heard the ending is brutally hard. I wish the headsets could get lighter as well. It'd be nice if they could do away with the screen door effect and make them super sharp.
They are pretty sharp already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Charlie Grubbs says, I want it, but not at its price point. If the hardware were, let's say $50 to $70 instead of more than the price of a console or PC to run it.
No way. It was never going to be $70. You might get a PlayStation VR for $70 in 10 years.
Yeah.
Good
yeah,
luck.
Maybe 5 years.
Maybe 5 years. Maybe I'll sell you mine in 5 years for $70.
Maybe like a general
Galaxy
PSVR
for that
in like
much.
5 years? Yeah, maybe. But not like anything new top of the line.
No.
Doubt it.
No. Like one of the ones we have now, yes. Like the first one, yes.
Jason Sam says, money to buy one, spending the money for it right now, not knowing that the PS5 is about to launch and that they may have something new for VR is what is holding me back. PS4 for life, baby.
Yeah. And the last one we have here is from Scott Whittakin. Says, I'd have to get a new gaming PC first, but right now I have 2 little kids at home, so I need them to get a little older as well. I barely trust having my Xbox One and Elite controller in the house, let alone a gaming PC and VR system. By the way, those of you with little kids and toddlers, break out your Xbox 360 with Kinect. They'll absolutely love playing Kinect adventures and sports, etc. I agree, little kids love that shit. Little kids love motion controls.
That's pretty good. I've still got my Kinect. I can hang that back up on the wall at any time.
All right. And next week's question, Gunny, go.
Next week is, I don't know if we want to go with, what's your favorite game developer and why?
Oh, okay. I guess we'll go with that one. What's your favorite game developer and why? Make sure you post it on Facebook, Gunny, so I can post it as an announcement and have the people answer all week.
Got it. I'll put it on there.
Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of our show. I want to thank Josh for joining us today. Josh, where can people find you?
You can find me on Xbox or Steam or Oculus, Yoda Third, Instagram, Yoda Third. I'm trying to get my streaming back off the ground again. I haven't decided on whether I'm going to be on Mixer or Facebook. Probably Mixer, most likely.
Mixer.
Yeah, probably Mixer, most likely.
Yeah.
But I'll be mixer.com/Yoda Third.
Yoda the Third.
Boom.
Gunny.
Oh, go find me over on that Xbox.
Oh.
Gunny Chief, one word. Same with the Steam machines and the Uplay Store, where I do play some of that Division 2 over there as well. I play it everywhere. Over on the PlayStation, HGP_Gunny.
All right, Gunny.
Where do we find you, Jesus?
Find me on everything as the Jesus Walks a Lot. Jesus Walks a Lot is spelled Jesus Walks a Lot, capital JWA. Everything else is lowercase, no spaces. Find me on everything as that. On PlayStation, Xbox, Oculus, Steam, Epic Store, Bethesda launcher, Call of Duty launcher thing, Blizzard thing, Rockstar launcher, everything, fucking everything. I'm Jesus Walks a Lot, guys. And find me on Mixer as well, like Yoda. I'm Jesus Walks a Lot, though. I'm not Yoda. I'm Jesus Walks a Lot. I'm Jesus Walks a Lot.
We know. We're done.
And I stream games. Give me all your embers. Give me all of them. We're out of here. We're done. Love you, Patreon people. You're awesome. I love you, normal listener, too, but just a little bit less than the Patreons.
I love everybody equally.
We love the Mayo. Find the Mayo on everything as the Mayo and the Mayo 1 on Steam and everything else. Whatever.
Over on the Discord.
Yeah. Join our Discord.
Over on the Epic Store.
Discord link is in the show notes. Remember to head on over to Stitcher. Use promo code Horrible Gamers. We'll serve you on everything. And we love you. Bye. Share with your friends and family. Bye. And shout out to the Best Buy guys for listening to this show right now. Shout out to you, Best Buy guy.
Shout out to Tom over at Cisco. Thank you again, Yoda the Third. Let's get on that Sniper Elite.
Horrible. We're back. Bye.
Very clever, but I don't seem to understand it.